Hello everyone! Welcome to the 12th episode of The Weave. And the last one we're gonna have in this venue. We're switching venues to a bigger one thanks to things. And Jordy's gonna be very happy about that. My name is Lucas and today I'll be your Dungeon Master. Let's see, how are you guys doing? Let's fade here.
We're using shout out to fans.
Yeah, fans, Jords.
I know who they are, so
I'm wearing his glasses. Can't take them off.
my glasses were fake.
Yes, you don't need glasses.
The biggest scam.
Okay, so I'll do a quick recap of what happened last session. After you woke up rattled by an explosion going off outside your manor, you proceeded to investigate what was going on there. Genhorn managed to prevent some people from dying, although there were quite a few casualties, people dead. You managed to talk to the locals, learn some of the witnesses, learn some information about what had happened. Apparently, there was some kind of strange creature that was prowling the rooftops, and that creature threw something onto the ground, and that caused the explosion. Millicent convinced a little boy that was around to part with what appeared to be an object that might have been related to the explosion, a necklace. There were some other interrogations, Genhorn following what turned out to be maybe a red herring, I don't know, into a noble's house. And you learned eventually, investigating the corpses, that one of them was Dalakar, Lorenair's gardener. Now, while you were talking about what to do about this whole thing, you also actually kind of prevented the guy from leaving and then handed him over to the City Watch, but levitating him in the air. That was very rude. Lorenair visited, saying that he had received a missive from Dalakar to meet at Trollskull Manor because he was desperate to hand something over to you. And And then you figured that the City Watch, as its procedure, would cast Speak with the Dead with the bodies to try and figure out what had happened there. And that's when Niles pulled his newfound weight around with his badge and managed to kind of force the City Watch to do a special procedure for that person in the name of the Greyhounds. You all went to the City of the Dead. You also managed to somehow steal any records, any evidence of this special procedure being separate from the rest of the bodies and from Dalakar's body. You learned that he was being chased by the Sanitars, by the Zentrim, and apparently a noble house called the Gralhans, and he had an item in his possession that he had stolen from the Sanitars called the Stone of Golor, which is an oval stone with 3 eye sockets, but it's missing the eyes, apparently. They were gems. And he was desperate to bring it to you because he could not get them out of the city. Renel revealed that he was a spy for Lord Daggles, Neverember, his father, the guy that embezzled the money. And fearing for his life and not being able to leave the city as he was being chased by all these people, he decided to go to the people that had helped Lorenair. Apparently he didn't make it. The stone is missing, and one last thing that you gather was that some kind of weird construct, apparently responsible for the explosion, was seen walking amongst the bodies and kind of like going through Dalakar's body and taking something. You also learned from him that he sought sanctuary with Kalain, which was one of Lord Daggles' mistresses, and she was willing to offer him help in a ruined old sea tower in the Seaward. Ruined tower in the Seaward, and that was pretty much it from what you could gather. But it put you into the right track, apparently, with these missing eyes and the stone and what the stone is or means. at the same time, Genhorn was investigating actually in the library and learned about an ancient creature called an aboleth and how they were enslavers. They were slave masters of in the ancient world, and they appear to have some kind of power over memories and knowledge that you gather was somehow related because there has been a surprising amount of memory loss regarding what happened with Lord Daggold's gold. Finally, you decided to go to the Collab Towers after horsing around for a bit in search of the stone to see if it pinged in your radar, in your horse-dar. And there you found that the Collab Towers were kind of like covered, protected by some kind of force field. Millicent flew up with their newfound flying powers and saw some weird half-orc with a book entering a library, seeing Millicent and then quickly backing off. You could not figure a way to enter, and as you were talking about different things you could try, Niall saw a group of 3 rogue people that came around the corner, but not in the classic colors of the Watchful Order, although they look like kind of like magician robes, as it were. They appeared from around the corner, immediately stopped suddenly as they looked at you all, and then quickly retreated back around from where they came. And that's where we left off. So, what do you guys do?
What are you talking about? I can't see anyone.
Can you? They just went round the corner. Can you change into a cat or something? Like,
Well, what does he smell like?
I don't know.
Well, what really help then?
What are they
There's
dressed like?
3 of them. They're in robes.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Follow me.
Look around. Are there buildings? So if you imagine there's buildings, and they came around the corner and went back,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move towards one of the buildings and try and scale up it, so I can basically look at the way that they would have.
Okay, make an athletics check as you start. I mean, this is, can't remember what time it was because you went to see over there, interrogated this morning. I think it's about like past lunchtime, so it is pretty busy.
I think it's. Isn't it later than that? Or maybe it's not, because it was the explosion city. I thought it was like.
It was
4
very
o'clock.
early, then you went, did the thing. Lorena met you at the City of the Dead at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And then after that, that took a few hours.
We went shopping.
You went shopping, and then you went to see the Lady of Falconmere. So yeah, maybe it's about 5 to 6, and because it's winter, yeah, it's darker. There's not a lot of people, but there's still quite a lot of people on the street in this area. That's the southern wall, which is buildings are quite tightly packed together. So you can find an alley. I'm gonna say make a stealth check to try and climb up without being obvious.
Okay, before I do though, I'll say, you all intercept them. We'll see if we can get a vantage point from the rooftop. If we're being followed, we need to know who by.
Alright, come here and pick
I'll,
you up.
well,
Put him on my back.
Was
you
it?
have to worry
There
about
you go.
us being
I rolled a
followed.
5.
Here,
Plus 5, 10.
put him on
10.
my back.
Okay, you find
Wait.
an alley that
Two
it's just like packed with crates. So you figure the climb is quite easy, but you might be seen. You're not entirely. You couldn't find like a nice darker alley where no one would see you, but you know you can still. So now make an athletics check. It's an easy DC.
22.
Oh yeah, you go jump, grab the ledge, kind of where the gutter are, and then just pull you up there. I'm gonna say you did it so fast that the 10 stealth check was enough to not attract any attention.
Look down. Are you with me or did you go?
I am at the bottom of the alley, but before you left, I was going to tell you all. Look for me. I'll be your brother, and I am going to turn myself into someone looking like
Niall,
similar to Niall.
but not as shiny.
Yeah, not shine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna follow down the alley with you, and I'm gonna try to. My idea is to cut through the alley.
Okay, so you're gonna try to cut
Yeah, but if
to
you
where
want to shout
they
something
might
to
have
me
been around the
No,
corner.
that's fine. You're running that
Right.
fine.
And you guys?
So I put him on my back and I turned to a horse and we're now galloping off in the direction.
Okay.
Walking up.
Okay, so Genhol kind of like jumps in the middle of the air, turns into a horse.
He just sticks his legs in. He just sticks his head in between my legs,
No,
Okay.
no,
and then he
I
turns.
think I was gonna pick you up and just like. I wouldn't really. Anyway.
Okay, you do that. You are now riding Genhorse. You start like going after the horse and
Power
Niles.
walking. Try and keep-
Yeah, power walking. You're gonna try to step around the alley.
Yeah.
So you, with the climb, go across the rooftop and you're the first to see something.
See the description given of the 3 people kind of walking in a group.
Yes,
away from the
they
door.
are actually pretty easy to spot. There are quite a few people, but these people are wearing the same type of robes. They're nondescript, simple, like purple with some yellow, but you can definitely identify it, not from the Watchful Order.
Oh wait, let me check one thing that I think I have. Thanks, George. That I don't know if I do because I can't remember if I have it on this character or the one-shot character we played. Yeah.
Not as gracious
No,
as
I-
noble horses.
I don't have it. I thought, do I have a spyglass? But I don't.
No. And they're kind of like walking, power walking, or no power, but walking fast amongst a group of people, and kind of like looking behind the corner where they kind of like went around when they saw you.
Try and sort of keep parallel to them as they're moving
Okay.
through the streets then.
Make a survival check.
Survival is wisdom, right?
Yep.
16.
16. Okay. So you're essentially moving because you cannot walk perfectly in a line. There are different like obstacles in the rooftops, but you kind of like keep an eye on them. They see they're about to turn into another street, and then you go beyond the chimney, but you're keeping track of them. Jump to the next rooftop, easy enough for you. As you start to remember how this feels, and you're able to kind of like keep track of them. You guys, make a perception check as you turn around the corner to see if you catch a glimpse of them.
It's 5. No, that's a 7. But what I'll do if I cannot see them, I'll look up to where I think he might be.
Okay, so you turn around and it's like, where are they? Where are they? And suddenly you look up and you see Silas in the alley, like above you, from rooftop to rooftop, jumping.
Give him a stage whisper.
Silas!
You hear
Where
from.
did they go? They're coming around this corner. 3 guys in robes. Got it.
Okay, so you're gonna go there. You guys turn around the corner where they disappear, and you go. You are mounting bareback, so because he cannot transform with like riding gear. So please make an animal handling check.
Gladly.
Surely with advantage, I'm like.
I'm gonna give you. Well, actually, I don't know because you are
You're not used to this.
you are concentrating on you're not a riding horse. You are game horse.
It's 17.
17. You grab the what is it called?
Mane.
The mane, and you kind of like pull there, and it is a bit painful, but you manage to stay on. It is quite heavy with the armor and everything, and you can tell. Are you proficient in animal handling? No. You can tell he's not very used to move his body with your gait, with how you move as a horse. So he's kind of like bouncing on your spine, and it's very uncomfortable. But you're like, okay, whatever, and you keep running. I need you both to make a perception check to see if you can catch a glimpse.
Can I just use my... Can I just use
24.
24.
Can I for a horse?
Can I just use my natural perception? No, it's
All
not.
the time.
No, sorry. Yeah. The passive is not going to be enough here. You're actively looking.
It's 11.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're concentrating too much on like staying on the horse, and you turn around and you catch a glimpse of these 3 people kind of like turning around another corner and accelerating. You, Millie, come behind them, make another perception check, power walking. Although you can perfectly see, of course, where Genhorn and Niall are going.
11.
11. Okay, you don't see the 3 road people, but you see Genhorn accelerating towards the general direction. So, in between everyone, more or less knowing where these guys are going, and you see the horse now. You start to turn around that corner out of the alley, and you see Geckenhorn just. and
Here comes
Niall
the
there.
cavalry.
Whoa, whoa. You also see below you. I'm gonna say you, because you're through the rooftops, is faster. That you have fewer obstacles. So I'm gonna say that you jump on another rooftop, and they turn around, and they're just below you, all three, as they're trying to get away. And you can see them below you. What do you do?
Are they still moving?
Yeah, they're still moving. They're kind of like accelerating and looking behind them.
Gonna kind of pull out a little like piece of copper wire from my pocket and just start rubbing it. Concentrate on one of them, and being like, "You better stop." Like thinking it, trying to transmit my thoughts to them.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Ooh. You're probably queasing by now as well, man.
23.
23.
Son of a die.
So, the moment you do that, how do you use? I'm gonna say that you grab the copper wire and you just turn around your finger. You're kind of like proficient that way, and you point at them, and you say that, and the guy immediately goes, stops and starts looking around, and the other two keep going forward. He's like, "Come on, what are you doing? Come on!" And the guy kind of like look around and starts like lift her hands, and he's trying to look for something. You don't know what might be.
Trying to look for something.
Well, he's trying to look around.
Oh yeah.
Desperately trying to look where the voice might have been. You get the feeling that he knows exactly what happened, but he doesn't know where he came from. And the other two is like, "Come on, come on!"
Does he reply to this message?
He says, yes. He says, is there a problem, officers? And he's just looking around.
I'll keep following across the roof after he says that.
Okay, so the guy is kind of like staying there. He's not moving anymore, but the other two are moving away.
I'm gonna try and get further ahead than he is, like knowing the direction that the other two are going,
Yeah.
and then I will.
As you do that, make a stealth check. Because the guy is looking around.
Drop dice. 15.
15. The guy is looking around actively. Appears to not look up. I mean, he looks up at one point, but you immediately duck behind the chimney. And appears to not notice you.
Read something. Come back to me.
Yes. So, next one will be the horse, because he's moving faster than you guys. People, in fact, are jumping out of the way. Whoa, whoa!
So fast.
You are creating a bit of a scandal here. This will attract attention, as
I
you well know.
I apologise in every language.
Yeah, sorry. You saw where they turned. You turn around that corner, and suddenly you're in an alley, and there's someone with a small car there selling some fruit, and you see one of the guys that is just there in the middle of the alley, looking around, and the other two further away, at almost running pace now.
How far is the one?
Oh, he's just 30 feet away from you.
I'm on him.
So you go, the moment this happens, you guys are gonna take a bit longer.
Yeah.
The moment this happens, the guy looks up and says, I didn't do anything, officer, looking at you all in your shiny, resplendent armor in, don't know what the color of the horse is, but suddenly looks like a knight out of fairy tale charging at him. And he goes, "Oh, I didn't do anything. Lifts his hand.
But he's already sprinted off.
Yeah, so you're gonna what, like run him down?
No, and just like cut him off.
Well, I mean, he's looking at you with his hands up in the
The
air.
other two.
Oh, the other two.
So like,
No, I was cutting that one guy off.
oh.
Okay, so I mean, it's 30 feet. You can be there in like 3 seconds.
There. Well, I'm gonna cut him off.
He's not moving, I don't
I know, but
The guy is like this in the middle of the alley.
But you know,
You're gonna
like
circle
one-
him, still got him.
there's two guys here, there's one guy here. I'm cutting him off.
Okay, so essentially you go around him. The guy kind of like jumps out of the way,
And just
looking
like
at
start kind of trotting around him, kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's looking at
Circle
Niall.
Angrily like.
Yeah, he's not looking at you. He's looking at Niall. He imagines Niall
Oh,
is
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this, and he's looking. What did I do? I didn't do anything. What's going on?
Where are the other two?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The other two. There was 3 of you.
No, I was here alone. I heard you just sent me a message.
I'm gonna give you like a little shove to kind of get off.
Right.
What's wrong with your horse?
Just still breaking him in.
You guys appear around that same corner, and you see now the horse is kind of like circling around this single guy, with Niall talking down to him. You were chasing after the other ones.
Yeah, and I just seen the horse coming towards. I just kept going on.
Okay, you kept going.
If you want me to get off, you need to stop walking.
Look.
I'm gonna approach
Yeah.
now with us.
I'm gonna wait on the corner and just pretend I don't know these people. Just-
Okay, so you were
Yeah,
in
I-
the corner. Make a deception check.
Somebody comes up to you. You're not
It's a natural 20 plus 4.
Natural 20. Okay. You go. You blend in and grab a piece of fruit from the from the fruit cart, and the person there just looks at you as if nothing. Everything is right. You're their friend. And you.
I approach Niall and say, "Hey, brother, you got this one? Everything all right?"
He says there was no others, but I clearly seen 3 of them.
Look. Wait. Who are you?
Have you gotten off me at this point? I'm going to start going after the other two.
The guy looks at you. You're not City Watch. You don't have authority to stop me. And he kind of like trying to retreat.
But if you move, then we will be forced to stop you.
Wait, no. I'm calling the City Watch. What? You have no authority to stop me. What,
Oh.
who are you?
Oh, I have authority. Trust me. We just want to ask you a couple of questions.
Are you still in the horse?
No,
I
I've
Oh,
gone
you climbed out.
I've gone off after the other two.
Okay, so the horse just leaves. At that point, he's kind of freaked out. I don't know what you're talking about. He starts making a gesture with his hand.
I am going to grapple him.
Roll initiative. It's a single initiative for this moment.
Does he have anything in his hands?
14.
Well, from where you are, make a perception check.
Can't read it.
Yeah, you will have to be
12.
12,
Yeah.
19. Okay, you see something. What?
14.
14.
That's the initiative, not the...
Yeah, that's initiative. Okay, so he appears to be. You notice, and I'm gonna say because you're right next to him with your passive perception, he appears to take something leathery and small from his pouch, and it looks like a forked tongue. And as he kind of like puts it in his mouth, he says, "I suggest you leave me be." And you are, what, 12 and 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're faster as he's trying to obviously
Okay.
cast a spell. What do you do? Grapple?
I'm gonna grapple him to try to...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if it would work.
Yeah,
to be
well,
honest,
I mean,
but-
try it.
But that's Cat's
Yes,
reaction.
go for it.
Can I use my acrobatics? or-
No, that's
No,
an avoid.
athletics.
Okay, 20, non-natural.
20. Okay, so you grab the hand.
Yeah.
You grab it, but that
Okay.
doesn't prevent.
Okay, but I will say, can I say something?
Yeah, you can say something.
You have higher authority than the city guard, you idiot.
And I said, I suggest you let me go.
Okay.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
You have advantage because you are a elf.
Who's he doing it on? Who's he
Thank you
doing
very much.
Because we always forget that.
Wisdom. Oh, actually I got plus 4.
What,
14.
half
14.
Resistance to.
To being charmed.
I charmed her.
I presume it's the charm.
You save as you feel this wave of influencing magic trying to suggest a course of action.
I will instantly say, so you're using magic unauthorized by the City Watch.
Oh, well, I suggest calling the City Watch is a very good idea.
Brother, maybe it's time to show your badge so this idiot starts showing some respect.
Oh, I think he's going to talk now, aren't you?
He looks at you all. Arastras. And he goes,
What?
verbal only. He goes, turns into mist, disappears from your grasp.
I was gonna. I thought you was
And
gonna
you see the
invisible.
mist.
I inhale heavily.
You're in my stomach now. In my
This
lungs.
is not gonna end up well.
And the mist kind of like,
Can we see where it goes?
yes, it's only 30 feet and appears in the rooftops. you are chasing after the other ones. You're a certain distance, still keeping track of them. But you hear behind you, like clunk, clunk, clunk in the tiles in the rooftop, like maybe 60 or 100 feet, like behind you. A couple of buildings away. You're jumping from building to building, which in the southern one is easy to do, not in other worlds, but here everything is tightly packed together. And yeah, appears there and goes kind of like losing his footing for a moment.
Can we? Okay, I suppose.
And starts and disappears from view. But you, being further away, well, no, disappears from view because he goes, like, even if you feet up the rooftop, the angle doesn't let you see anymore.
Okay.
But you see him kind of like scrambling up the rooftops, trying to get away from the alley where they are.
And I'm just gonna send him a message and tell him which way they're going.
Okay, so
Just with message.
okay,
They're going. I don't know which way they're going, but they're going that.
okay, yeah. Well, I mean, they're going up the rooftops, kind of like scrambling away. What are you guys doing?
So I can see him.
No,
Oh,
not anymore.
you know he's
He you saw him where
Okay.
he kind of like turned into like his normal form again, and then disappears at the rooftop.
That would be hilarious.
I know what I want to do. I'm going to bonus action cast Expeditious Retreat, and I'm going to climb up this roof.
Okay, so you go and make an athletics check.
I'm going after him, brother. No, I'm not.
What?
Natural one.
Natural one. You jump to grab. You
I was just
sleep
sleeping.
on a snow-covered kind of like windowsill, and you immediately land as fast in the snow. Go after him, brother! You did it really fast though.
I stand up. I still have movements.
And what are you doing, Niall?
Climb, I guess.
Okay, so you see where the kind of like the perfect snow covering the where he slipped, and you're kind of like trying to use that hold. Make an athletics check.
Right, here we go.
+4.
Athletics.
Yep.
Yeah, 16.
16.
17.
17. You're good. It is very easy to climb these type of buildings. They're full of like holes and places to like get good grab. And then you start climbing up. You reach you kind of like hoist your body on top of the tiles there, past the gutter, and you see him kind of going all the way to the top where the separation is.
See him.
Yep.
So can I cast something?
Yes, you may cast something.
Command.
Okay.
Approach.
Approach.
Yes.
Okay. Is it? What is it?
The target moves towards you in the shortest and most direct route.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ending its
No, but what I mean is that
Wisdom, probably.
Wisdom
I
saving
would
throw?
imagine.
Wisdom 13.
13. 13. He kind of like stops for a second and look at you and disappears beyond to the other side. He actually goes on his ass and you can hear him sliding on the tiles on the opposite side from where you are. Millicent, what are you doing? We're gonna get to you guys in a second.
I want to try and climb the building that's next to me because that looks like fun.
Yeah, okay. yeah, go for it.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Second one.
You like give the fruit back to the fruit vendor that was happy with you taking the fruit and blending in, and go to climb in the like half the time it would normally take you. You're up there, and the fruit vendor is kind of take your bites out.
I'm on the wrong side of the street.
Yeah, you're on the other side of the street, but as you go there, you saw Niall kind of shouting at the person turning around, ignoring it, and sliding ass down down the other side. Are you doing anything else? Okay. So you guys, you go. You are running. Imagine situation. You're running from rooftop to rooftop, and as you look down, you see the horse, and people like jumping out of the way. There's not many people in this area right now.
Can I, from the alleyway where the people are kind of like moving towards,
Mhm.
I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna cast silent image and try and make it look like a guard, because the guy was like, "Oh, officer," kind
Yeah.
of try and make it look like a city guard just sort of walks and stops in front of their path.
Okay.
That's why he was drifting.
Okay. So you go. You're keeping pace with them, and then you go. Vroom, you want to make it appear as if the guy kind of like.
Yeah, just from behind anything that's kind of
Okay.
a little ways in front of them.
So as that happens, one of them immediately like looks behind, sees also the noise of the horse coming behind, and he kind of like stops immediately. And the other one looks and ducks into another alley. So one of them kind of like stops, scared, and the other one immediately ducks out of the way.
The one that stops,
Mhm.
can I sort of... The buildings, there's like street stalls and stuff around.
Yeah.
So I'd be able to sort of jump down things, essentially. And
Okay,
I'll
make
try
an
to
acrobatics check as you're trying to jump down in a fanciful manner.
Acrobatics 18.
18. Okay, yes. You run, jump, grab some kind of like pole that was poking out there, like, holding a type of sign. Vault,
pressure.
you vault around it. You land on a crate and you kind of like let yourself fall from the crate to the
Well,
snow.
I'll then push myself off the crate, try and like grab him, tackle him.
Okay, at that point, these guys stop. So you see Silas kind of like coming down, barreling down onto the guy, and you as horse are gonna catch up as well. What do you do?
So
you
the
saw
only-
someone ducking out of the way into another alley. Oh shit!
That's the wrong thing.
Yep.
That's you clattering into the guy.
And
Paper towel or something. Just
So that's what happened. It smashed into a bear.
yeah,
a little bit spilled on the floor.
it's alright.
Like into an alley or behind?
No, into another alley. They're trying to split up.
If I can see the horse, I will be like, gesture as I'm going down to which way he went.
How tight is this alley?
You can fit.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Alright, so you follow the other guy. Okay, so you go turn around and start following the other guy. Make a grapple check with.
Nat 20!
He's gonna do it with disadvantage because he doesn't see you coming from behind. But also you. Yeah.
24 total.
He rolled a 1.
Oh wow, there you go.
So basically, the guy's like, "Whoa!" and then suddenly feels something in the back of you. I'm gonna say you grapple and shove at the same
Yeah,
time.
basically like rugby.
You
tackle.
tackle and he goes face first in the snow, and you're kind of on top of it now.
I'm gonna quickly pull out my 3 knives and be like, no funny business, but your question's for you.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Woo. Intimidation is +5, 22.
22. Okay, the guy kind of like spits out some snow, bit of blood from a broken tooth, and looks. Yes, I'm not doing anything.
And then I'll just make the officer walk over him as well.
Okay, so the officers start coming. Genhorn, you turn around and the guy is now sprinting desperately as you are, as horse are coming behind him. You are gonna catch up. Let's see if he figures out what's going on here. 3. He's like, it's a horse, what else? It's gonna great for my escape. He keeps running, but you can't catch up. What are you gonna do?
Just gonna knock him forward on his ass or his face rather.
Make a shove attack as horse.
Horse shove. Ooh, that's a 3 plus. Not very good at anything horses.
That's a good strength.
Horse
and
doesn't
athletics.
have a good shove.
Well, it's melee weapon attack.
It is-
plus 5, so 8.
It is like, yeah, use the attack of the horse, but it's a shove attack to like drop into the ground. He rolled an 18. So it's essentially shove is a contested
Stops
check.
the horse in one hand.
So essentially what happens is as you go "Rrrr," and try to like jump with your forelegs, the guy kind of notices and jumps out the way and you land with your forelegs in the snow a further distance away from him. And at that point he's like, what the fuck? And goes, and 3 magic missiles. You take 1, 2, and a 3.
9.
6 plus 3.
No.
9.
Yeah.
9 points of force damage as suddenly 3 magic missiles hit you. We're gonna get there in a second. You.
I'm gonna kill this one.
Force damage.
I mean, I having failed at climbing and seeing that Nile is
Yeah.
up there, I'm gonna look around, see if I see Mealy
So-
or Nile.
You saw Millie was too fast, and they were also blending in there, like very deceptive.
Okay.
So you have no idea where Millie is, but you just saw Nile. Kind of-
Nile, where did he go?
Sliding down on his bottom.
Other side.
Yes.
I'm just gonna run.
Okay, Expeditious retreat, so you're gonna double sprint.
Double sprint, like.
Okay, make an acrobatics check because this is snow covered cobblestones, so you're sprinting very fast.
Here comes the other one. Ooh, no, 19 plus.
Yeah, you are fine.
21.
You're jumping from like dry spot to dry spot, using the crates to like get good grip and running around. Millie, you're up top there, and you saw the guy disappear onto the opposite
Can I
side.
see any of his tracks? Was he on that side? Or
His tracks are in
Silas.
Silas's.
Yeah.
You can see the tracks.
I'm gonna follow those tracks.
So you're gonna start going. You're gonna follow Silas. Okay. Yeah, you start following. Make a. No, it's easy enough. It's just. I mean the snow in the rooftops was like perfectly pristine, and the tracks are very obvious. Niall, what are you doing?
Still chasing. I will also slide down at my bottom.
Okay, you climb up. You reach the other side.
Gravity's on my side.
Yeah, you go on the other side, and the guy. You now see the guy essentially like disappearing because you see him holding his body past the gutter and kind of sees you. Fuck, and just the top of the hands as he lets go.
My arm is basically like a bobsleigh as well.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna go. Are you gonna stop and climb down, or are you just gonna go?
Can I see his head?
Well, no. The moment when you reach the top and start sliding down, he goes fuck and just let's go.
I wanted to like scissor his head.
Break his
With my
neck
leg-
with
with
You're
my
not gonna
legs.
be in time. The guy lets go. The moment he sees you, lets go and disappears.
Okay.
To the ground.
How high am I? How high
Uh,
did I climb?
it's I'm gonna say this building because you all managed to climb fast. So this building is about like 15 foot. It's not too tall.
Okay, I'll just slide down. I'm gonna be like uncontrollably sliding.
Okay, you go.
Yeah.
You catch some air. Make an acrobatics check to see how you land.
No flips for me.
This is gonna hurt.
Didn't judge
I mean, am I seeing him as I
Next
fall?
one.
It's like slow motion moment.
pretty good.
Acrobatics.
Yep.
That's the 0. 15.
15. Okay, so imagine you destroy some of the gutter as you are pulling with your armor tiles like behind you. You are destroying tiles. So imagine camera from the side as you go, and with pieces of gutter and tile and snow behind you, you go. "Uah!" You manage to ride yourself as opposed to land like ass first in the snow. Ride yourself. Taking still. Where am I?
It's compound down.
Taking still a single point of bludgeoning damage, and you land next to the guy essentially. The guy kind of like drop down, and you go crash and tiles all over you. At that point, because you're sprinting so fast, you turn around the corner and you see the situation, like Niall landing, and the guy kind of what the fuck, and starts running away.
Grab him, brother!
I'll try.
Okay, you get. I'm gonna say because you slid down and drop, you're gonna get an opportunity grapple if you wish, as
Yes.
as they're trying to run away.
It's a 3.
7 total.
It's a 7.
Yeah, you go, and the guy kind of jumps out the way.
Contested.
No, it's an opportunity attack.
I
wait,
thought-
it is
I thought
contested.
you
Yeah,
had
it is
to
contested.
roll
Yeah.
anyway.
17.
Yeah, that's
So it jumps out the way and starts running away. You're gonna spend some movement standing up, but you are fast with Expeditious Retreat. You're like double fast?
No, no, no. I can use my bonus actions to dash, basically.
Okay, so you're gonna dash.
Yeah,
Dash, dash.
Okay,
It's like
so
I
you
can use my action
you
to
dash
dash,
and dash.
I can use my bonus. Yeah,
double dash.
double dash.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you are gonna gain range of him using all your action and bonus action.
Yeah.
You are following the tracks. You guys, you have this one under control. He's kind of like, he's very scared. What do you do?
Just gonna lean into him. So, you want to tell me who it is that you're working for?
I work for an old guy that makes some furniture for the nobles up in the North Ward.
Then why are you running then?
Because we were scared. Why are you chasing us?
I think you can do better than that. You saw us and turned around, that's what I heard.
Look, mate. why don't you let me go? He made a sleight of hand check to grab something. Make a wisdom check.
Ooh, 10.
10. You suddenly feel, yeah, this is right. Why don't you let him go?
Put my knives back in the holster. Well, if you're making furniture, then carry yourself a bit better next time. You look too suspicious.
Yeah, you're totally right. Thank you. Oh my god, my tooth. I'm not gonna hold you against you, my friend. Thank you. He starts kind of like power walking away.
Tell you what. Can I still talk? I can talk.
Yeah.
We
You just feel like letting him go is the right thing to do.
We might need some furniture for a new bar we're opening up. Where can we get hold of you?
Oh, I work off the Tracewood. There's old Timmy's chairs.
Insight checking.
Yeah.
16.
You know the Tracewood pretty well.
Yeah, he's bullshitting.
Alright, we'll have to try and check it out. Then I'm gonna try and tail him still. That didn't seem like
you can tail him. Make a stealth check to tail. Well, this is against passive perception.
That's a 1.
That's a 1. Okay.
Oh, but plus about 6.
Okay. You essentially start immediately walking after him. And the guy looks around. Wait, no, let me go, man. I told you. Go to Old Timmy's. It's like north of the City of the Dead. Bye. And he starts going faster. Are you still trying to tail him?
Gonna look around and see if I can see Genhorn.
Yes, at this point, you look around and you see. Let's see what you see. So, you got hit by 3 magic missiles. The guy shot at you, and you now hear some screams around. Wah! And some windows just being shut closed. There's not a lot of people, but still some. What do you do?
How close am I to now?
Oh, you probably 10 feet
I'm
away.
gonna walk up to his face.
Yeah?
Just kind of do like the kind of horse kind of breath and like just kind of
Blowing through your nose.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, kind of like the angry sort of horse.
Snorting.
Make an intimidation check with disadvantage.
What unruly horse.
Ooh, it was a 1.
Okay, yeah.
Rightly so.
As you do that, the guy's like, the fuck, and just walks around you and starts running.
Can I trip
You
him?
have an opportunity to attack
Can I
if
trip
you
him?
wish. Huh?
Trip, horse trip.
Yes.
You have an opportunity to attack.
Nuzzle him on the legs.
Yeah.
From behind with a back.
No.
Ooh, 11 plus, was it plus 6 plus 5? Stupid thing unlock. Plus 5, so 16.
That hits.
So
So you're trying to shove him again.
yeah, I want to shoot him on the ground, yeah.
Okay. That works. So as he's trying to leave, looks at you going around, and you go horse trip, and he goes face down in the snow. So this is what you see. You look around and you see suddenly the horse kind of like moving around this guy trying to move away and start running, and then suddenly falling face first on the snow.
Run up. The other one was just a furniture salesman, so. And then as I sat, I'm like,
Given the
I
straightness.
don't believe it, do I? I just had to let him go.
Yes, you believe that was the best course of action
At the time.
At the time.
Which, as I say out loud, doesn't. Damn it! And then I'm just.
Okay,
Keep
so
him
the
there,
guy
and
the
then
guy
I'm gonna-
stands up.
If horse could give looks.
I'm then gonna bolt after the
big
other
eyes.
guy.
Yeah, the guy's as you are running towards him, you are next to it. The guy extends a hand, touches you.
It's me. Touches me.
Touches you, makes a melee spell attack.
Just again.
Plus 16.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Okay. You take 4 points of lightning damage, and you cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn. You are like.
Oh, that's,
So you saw that the guy extended their hand, and suddenly the horse goes.
and that's literally the last 4 health points of the horse. So
Okay, so
So you can
and
go
goes
to the
and suddenly Genghorn appears. Well, no, appears standing, but the guy uses this opportunity because you cannot take reactions to stand up, move half his distance. So it's now 15 feet away from you as you see this. And the guy, when he notices that, he's like, fuck droids! And you have an action if you wish. You are maybe 30 feet away from them.
Then I will just run up to him and try and tackle him.
Okay, so you run after him and make a grapple check.
So much grappling.
So much grappling.
17.
17. You grapple him. You manage to not shove, so they're both standing, but you manage to grab the rope and then his hand. It's like Millicent. At this point, because there was some action there. What's your silent image doing? By the way, is he still around? No.
I think by this point it would probably just. How
Okay.
long does it last?
Millicent, you chased.
10 minutes. Oh, well,
Um,
they'll be coming after me.
Yeah, you saw the scuffle on the ground, but a certain distance away. But you now saw Silas there, and then the guy just leaving, still quite a distance away, and then Silas kind of like going into an alley, and you can reach that alley from up top and look down, seeing now Genhorn and Silas kind of like grappling this guy.
Okay, I'm just gonna quietly go just onto the roof and just kind of be in a good vantage point to see everything that's going on. If this guy's running away,
Okay.
there'll be a point where I can see where he's running to.
Yeah. So the guy that Silas is grappling, from there you have a very good vantage point to see if whatever happens. Make a stealth check though.
10.
10. Okay. We're gonna go back here in a second. You see Keth sprinting past you and kind of like getting into distance with this guy. So now you're essentially running together and the guy is kind of like trying to get away. What are you doing?
Well, I'm presuming I am faster than him because I got 30 extra
Yes,
feet.
you are faster than him.
Okay.
But so this is not like movement
Yeah,
per
yeah,
turn.
yeah, I know.
So let me in general what you're trying to achieve here. Are you trying to grapple him? Or to
Well, I am going to tell her, are you getting tired yet, fucker? And
No!
if it's not gonna stop, I'm gonna get to a point in which like he's. I'm gonna first try to grapple him.
Okay,
That's gonna. Be...
make an initiative roll because the moment you go for him, he's gonna try to do something first.
Oh, yeah, motherfucker.
When he realizes you're
16.
What's that?
16.
Plus 2, 18.
plus 2, 18.
Because you're doing expedition treatment,
Oh
you can
wow,
run in front of them
16
and
plus 2, 18.
I got plus 2 dexterity.
He has plus 2
I
dexterity.
got 14 dexterity. He's got 15.
He's got 14 dexterity.
So what happens?
It's you.
So we need a
It's a roll-off.
tiebreaker.
It's a you.
Roll again.
Alright.
Because this is important because he might get away if he gets
Ah,
something first.
shit. 7.
13 plus 5 plus 2, sorry, 15. So as he sees you, he's going to shock and grasp you. Ah!
Okay.
So melee spell attack. That's 20 to hit. So you take 3 points of lightning damage and you cannot take reactions.
Okay. But he's used his action though.
He's used his action.
Okay.
So yeah, this is not going to help. He keeps moving away, but he will shock you. Niall.
Wait, you still don't get an action.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He used his action.
Yeah, you still you
I
can
will-
still
I
do
will
something.
catch up with him.
Niall, you stand up and kind of start like running after them.
So he's within 60 feet, I imagine.
Yeah, when you stand up, yes.
I'll try command again.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes. It's gonna be
Natural 20.
Yeah, doesn't matter what it is.
That's versus 3 guys. Who will win?
You point at him and say, approach. I don't know what.
Grovel!
Grovel.
not to run too much again.
But the guy, you feel this guy's mind is very intent on not, not allowing you to take hold of
So I'm
him.
still running.
Yeah, and you have an action.
I'm gonna shake off the electricity. Yeah. So lightning is it, fucker. I'm gonna approach 15 feet and I'm gonna lightning lure him to me.
Okay. So is it a spell attack?
It's cantrip, yeah.
Spell attack.
Yeah.
So roll.
No, he has to do a strength.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So it just works, but they need.
Well, it depends.
Yeah. Wow. So strength is -1, but he rolled a 19.
Get out!
Slimy
So
bastards.
you go with the lightning alert, and he goes and just
Okay.
gets rid of the whip.
But I'm gonna get right next to him.
Okay, so you run next to
It's
him.
like 3 cartels.
So you grapple him. You are now in Genhorn form. You both notice Millicent now standing with your passive possession. They're more than 10. Suddenly they appear and they're just there above the rooftops. And the guy also notices it, but yeah, he's like not in a good spot. He's gonna try and break your grapple. After
Isn't it my go first?
Yeah, you can go first. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk up slowly, pull my quarterstaff out, and just be like, I've had enough of this nonsense, and smash his legs.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, smash the legs.
Genhorn, the peaceful druid.
Hey, I tried to be peaceful.
Yeah, we're kind of grappled and they started attacking us.
14.
You miss and you hit
That
his head.
hits.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. You go. Boom, you hit it on a knee, and he goes, ah, fuck, ah. He kind of look at you. Oh, what's wrong with you people? Let me go.
Gonna
Yeah, you're
Try
trying. He
and-
doesn't do anything this time.
try and force him to the ground.
Shove. Yeah.
Deja vu.
Natural 20.
Ah.
He's kind of like. "Ah, ah."
I'm still grappling him.
Yeah.
Your friend did a fast one on me. But, I don't think you're going to be stupid enough to try something like that. Why don't you just calm down and we can talk about this civilly.
And we can keep your knees intact.
That as well.
Overall. You notice suddenly his mist disappears from your hands on the opposite rooftop of where you are. It's not a big alley, so you could probably jump across. What's your strength? But I'm just saying.
It's 11.
Yeah, it's a bit more than 11, but you see him appear on the rooftop.
Cutting action.
Opposite.
Dash climb.
Cutting action, dash climb, go for it. Ray of Frost.
Yeah, are we?
Yeah, you act
What's
first
the
because.
initiative order here? 'Cause
Well, no. I mean, it's loosey
Okay.
goosey. Because Millicent was kind of like reading,
Yeah.
so go for it.
18 to hit.
It's a bit more interesting if there's no like
Okay.
strong initiative.
18 to hit.
18 that hits.
I think it did. That's 7.
And his speed is reduced.
Yes, by 10 feet.
Okay, you 7 hit points.
7 hit points of cold damage.
You go. The guy gets hit. Ah! His robe kind of become a bit crystallized. He starts moving slowly. Go climb.
I rolled 21.
21. You climb, and you are right next to him.
Well, just before he gets to him?
Yeah,
do
yeah, go.
An ice knife. So pick up a snowball and ice knife attack. I don't want to do it just as he gets there, because otherwise he'll get hit
Yeah,
as
of
well.
course. An ice knife travels faster than a person climbs,
Okay,
so
cool.
you can go for it.
This guy's going to be dead.
Can I just quickly
Oh,
kill
that's
him
that's a
before we
1,
get-
so I just completely missed him.
One, you go, and as the ray of frost hits your ice knife, it's like a shot, disappears.
There's like a scream.
Children!
Gonna get shafted.
And you are right next to him now because you bonus action. You have your action and also he's slower now. So what do you do?
I'm also going to breathe like a horse. I'm going to pull out a little bit of charcoal from my pocket, run it across my face and be like, why don't I'm doing friends cantrip.
Okay.
So I'll say a little
Maori friends.
incantation as I sort of run it across.
I think he has advantage if he's already.
Yeah, if it's hostile.
Yeah.
Hostile? Alright. So what do you say?
Why don't you be civil with us and come down off this rooftop?
Oh wow, we're 2 and a 6. He looks at you.
I think I still have to persuade him though, I just have
Yeah.
advantage on it.
Yeah, you have advantage on persuasion checks essentially, so go for it.
13 plus, so 16.
16. Okay, but stop attacking me.
I can arrange that. Let's just have a chat. And then I'll gesture for him to climb down.
Okay, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna stay up there for now.
You stay. Are you doing anything?
I'm getting a snowball ready, but I'm not doing anything with it yet.
You got a snowball in your hand. The guy starts climbing down,
There's a big fucking
looking
circle.
warily at Millicent and Genhorn. You guys, you caught up to him. So what are you doing?
Well, I think I got up to him. That was my. So
Yeah.
it will be his turn in
Yeah.
reality.
He already used. What's that?
You're gonna run past us at one point in time.
Yes.
How you getting on? Badly. How about you? Badly.
This guy's rolled really high.
I had one. In like such style.
Yeah, you did well. Then I was
Just
like, just let me go, mate.
Yeah.
Because I know the honors are looking for.
He is going to use his last. He grabs what appears to be this very small iron dagger, waves it around, like tracing a rune, and mutters a single word. Stay! Make a
Stay.
wisdom saving throw, please.
Is this charm?
No.
Okay. It's 22.
Wow.
Hey, you're not the only one who can roll high.
Yeah, you are like, you feel yourself kind of like slowing down, almost as becoming paralyzed, but you shake it off,
Oh, okay.
and you have your action now.
What to do with this fucker?
If in
How
doubt-
far behind is?
And you are running next to each other, so essentially it's like this.
Okay.
He's casting spells, and you're
how far behind is?
well, you didn't move. You cast command.
No, but I said I would continue running.
And then you continue running. So he's probably like 40 feet behind you, because he started running before. He stood up, cast something, and then moved. So
I'm gonna draw my blade. I'm gonna knife him on the back of his feet.
like trying to hamstring him.
Yeah. And I'm going to cast.
Well, then
Boom-
take on the
Booming
legs.
Blade.
Booming Blade. Okay, go for it.
18 plus 6 plus 4.
That hits.
Uh,
What blade are you using?
Just a short sword. My bonded short sword. So that's
Is this with charisma? Then?
5 points of damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you go. You cut across the leg, and he goes. Ah!
And he starts.
Yeah,
reverberating.
he was still moving. So what does he get? With
Oh, an extra d8 points of damage.
Yeah.
And I'll 8. And I'll shout at him. You better stop.
So what was the total damage?
13.
13. Okay, so you go, and as he moves, suddenly you see his robes kind of like, and he goes, ah! Make an intimidation check with advantage.
That's pretty good. 22.
22. He kind of like stops there for a moment, bleeding a bit, and goes to his knees. Okay, I surrender.
Brother! This fucker cast 3 spells at me.
You're gonna be there in a moment as the guy surrenders, and there's some blood now kind of like seeping into the snow. Back to you guys. The other guy kind of climbs down with you and is looking warily at them, Millicent up there and Genhorn, and looks at you. Look, what do you want? Why are you attacking me?
Well, you seem like a suspicious sort. I'm just gonna tell my friend to stop trying to break your legs, and then we'll sort it all out. Yeah? So just wait there for a minute.
It's okay. Good plan.
Genhorn, come over here.
I'm gonna break his legs.
I'm gonna lean in next to you. I'm gonna grapple on him, tie his arms up. You ready?
Let some rope out, man.
No.
Very subtle.
You ready to grab him?
Yeah.
He heard you.
He heard us.
And he goes and starts taking one step forward. No, you traitor! I thought you were my friend! And he starts running away.
That's only the name of the spell.
You have an opportunity to attack. He's
I'm
next to
gonna
you.
try and grab him.
Yeah.
Can I try and lasso him?
You also were ready for whatever happened. Are you doing anything?
If he gets away from him, he's getting wrapped.
Okay.
That's gonna be 19.
19. Yeah, you grapple him. Ah! Let me go!
I'm gonna shoot
Get
the
on the
board
rope!
just in front of him.
Yep.
I'm gonna ray of frost the board just in front of him.
Okay, you go. Snow and frost kind of like crystallizes. The guy looks up. Okay, just don't kill me.
Put your arms in front of you.
Who are you? You cannot do this. This is a lawful city. And he puts his arms in front
I
of him.
am the law.
Are you gonna tie him up?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull out my badge as well. I can't seem to find it.
Hey,
You're
your
like-
badge is the Emerald Anklet.
I know.
He holds no water whatsoever in Waterdeep.
But I mean, you attacked a member of the Emerald Enclave. That's a serious crime.
What? You attacked me as a fucking horse?
No, I was trying to stop you because you acted suspiciously, and you used 2 spells. I used no spells against you. You used 2 spells.
You tried to hit me with your fucking freaking big water stuff.
That was after you used 2 spells.
Your use of magic lawful?
Right, let's just check this
Oh,
guy's
pardon
hand.
You know what? Why don't we leave the magistrate out of this?
I'm gonna start tying his, like, wrapping his arms up and.
Okay. Make a survival check.
We will. Once you answer a few questions.
20, non-natural.
Okay, you tie him up. Millicent, you staying up there?
I'll start climbing down now. He's tied up.
Alright, you
What do you
climb
know
down.
about
Start-
the furniture shop?
What? No, I don't know anything about furniture shop.
I'll start going through his pockets and pull everything out.
I knew he was lying.
Has he got
Okay.
anything in his pockets or? It's all on the floor now.
All his
So-
snake tongues and his tiny
all the
daggers.
floor.
He was like, this is very untoward, leave me alone. As you rifle through his pockets, you notice a pouch full of like weird components like that you understand to be magical. You notice he has 7 shards and 12 nibs.
Like that.
You get his money, okay. Oh, you're now like common criminals, I like it.
I see you taking this money. That's a bit.
What?
Well, take it if you want, but
So,
this way. Robin.
He can have it
And-
back if he doesn't run away, can't he?
Yeah, you can.
It's not a lot of money, but.
and you also find kind of like a disc. It's a silver disc and it has the initials DK. DK.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong.
Both the characters turn to each other at the same time.
And yeah, well, that's it.
What's your name?
I told you it's ardent.
Ardent. Insight check?
Sure.
21.
21. He's lying. He looks like weirdly to the ground for a second before coming up with a name.
Just put it on top. I mean, the light might just be annoying, but we need some air in.
Yeah, it's this game is super hot.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
Ardent, hey?
Yeah, I'm ardent.
So,
Arden.
No. Yes, well, my grandfather was also ardent.
very well.
You're also there now, Millie.
I start like, just sort of getting my quarterstaff just kind of near his legs. So, you don't like your legs then?
What?
How many people are around us in the street?
Right now, no one. People immediately like moved away and disappeared from where you are with with spells being thrown around and everything.
If he's innocent, then we made a big mistake. Maybe don't break his legs.
Innocent people don't cast spells to attack horses.
Well, horses don't attack innocent people.
Is
That's why you attacked you.
And also,
Yeah, exactly. That's why I attacked you.
yeah.
The voice that no one heard.
Have we got any? Where are we exactly? Sorry.
He ran to the east, so east from the Colet Towers. So the
Like
towers you
around
were when, somewhere around there, near the city walls.
So we're okay.
somewhere around that area. Doesn't need to be specific.
We're too far from the manor to take him all the way back to there. We need somewhere to go around here that's safe. Any ideas? Just have a few words with him.
I mean, what do we want to know from him? I can ask him.
Well, his name would be a nice start.
Okay. Right. I'm just gonna just stare at him for a second.
Looks at you.
Can I have one of his coins?
Yeah, you can. But I don't really need it. I was just gonna have it all.
That's fine. I just need the one, and then I'm just gonna stare at him.
You stare at you a bit. You can guess a bit scared at this point.
I'm gonna start whispering to the coin,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts,
Okay.
using my 3 sorcerer points to convert to get to 2.
Okay.
Slot.
So, you notice suddenly that the sonore around Millicent starts to pick up, and there's some crackling of energy. Their hair kind of like lifts a bit, or almost as if electrified, and then lands back around their face normally. Your eyes kind of like turn bright for a moment, and the guy, what the fuck is that?
Oh, you
And you're now detecting their thoughts.
better talk. Last time I saw her hair do that, some
Yeah.
poor guy's head exploded,
Yeah,
didn't it?
I don't want to. I want to get the mess on. I'm going to stand behind you just in case.
So, what's your name again?
I'm ardent.
Do I hear anything different?
Um,
Or is
you. He's thinking about the mess he is in, and desperately scrambling for how do I get out of this. You don't feel the name coming to the
is
surface.
he looking around at all? Like, can I do an insight check to see if he's actually looking towards?
Well, he's looking around, seeing if you can definitely tell that he's thinking that he's tapped out.
Right.
But
He wants to run away, right?
Yeah, he wants to flee. He's desperately thinking about how do I get out now here. I
Has
use
he-
my
Has
spells.
he worked out his escape route? Has he seen the route that he wants to go?
He doesn't see a good option here. He's thinking about how he,
Okay.
like, if he could cast Misty Step again, maybe he would have a chance.
I'm just gonna look over to one of the exits to where we are, and just say, "It'd be nice to go down there, wouldn't it? You could get away down there.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm sure there's somewhere you want to get back to, right?"
I mean, yes, I want to go to some kind of temple infirmary. You heard me badly.
Is he thinking about anything else? At this point?
He's thinking about. Okay, give me a second.
There's an interrogation spell.
I know.
He's thinking about his mama when I go home.
Maybe his mum's a crime buff. It's funny if this is a big misunderstanding. These people are napping, and George's got a really bad eye for criminals.
I said jump, and you guys fucking
What's
jump. There's 3 guys. Ropes. Just run around that corner. Okay, let's go.
You. He thinks briefly of
The island.
a house of some kind of building. Make a history check to see if you recognize where this could be.
It's 11.
11. Oof. It's hard to tell. The architecture is Walterdavian,
Right.
but it's just a brief glimpse, and you cannot figure out which wall might be.
There's
It's
no,
not
like-
the northern wall. It's not the sea wall because the house is small
Right.
and.
But there's no like plant pot or a coloured door.
No. It was just a glimpse. You could have gotten maybe something to allow to recognize the wall or the area where it might be, but it was just too sudden. He's thinking about going there. What? And the feeling you got, safety. Go to safety.
Where is the house?
What house? He kind of like shies away from
It's
you.
the one you're thinking about.
Looks at you. Reading my thoughts. That's major crime.
Right. I mean, you know about that. You've been doing those all day, right?
What? No. starts hitting his head. And he starts thinking, you realize he starts thinking random thoughts now. He's kind of like trying to, on purpose, to like throw you off and starting to like think about summer foods and just weird stuff.
I'm gonna lean in, look at you. Now I've heard that you're reading his thoughts, and then look back and say, your friend, he tried to use charm magic on me. That's a major crime in itself, isn't it? And then I'm gonna look back to you and kind of give you like a look as if like anything.
Is there anything about Fred?
Let's see. He will now try to. He understands what's going on now, so he will try to be deceptive. He doesn't quite succeed. So you see a flying snake. Suddenly pops into his head. He cannot avoid it. He desperately tries to think about random shit, but then suddenly, flying snake, streaking across the sky.
And the flying snake is. You're one of them. That means.
I am gonna say that at this point, he is gonna try and break away from it, as if you had.
I'm gonna tell him just to calm down. We're gonna let you go. Just calm down and you can go, okay? And then as I say go, I'm gonna probe deeper and try and find where he wants to go.
Okay, make a first a persuasion check. No, it was a deception check with disadvantage because the gig is up.
9. We might let him go. So what are we gonna
Okay, so and now he's making a deception check. Roll insight, please. And you can roll. Oh well, no, because it's inside his head.
They're all there, just like do 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 do.
Staring at the back of his head.
I'm getting something.
Okay, so here's the thing. You get the feeling that he understands what you're trying to do. He believes you might let them go, or he cannot see through your guile. But he starts thinking about random places and buildings. He's trying to desperately trying to conceal where he might actually go to if you let him go, and he manages so. I mean, it's just random images of different places in Waterdeep. He's thinking about the statues. Yeah, I'm going to all the statues.
Did he make the wisdom save?
And oh, sorry, the wisdom
So I
save.
can try again.
What's your DC?
14.
Doesn't make you the wisdom save. And you probe deeper, and at that, because of how the spell works, you break like his will to deceive you. And you see a place now that you recognize as some kind of alley in the trade ward. For a second, you see a female face, kind of brown skin and weathered, so you can imagine that she might be something that either works the fields or a sailor, you know, the kind of person that is under the influence of sunlight a lot. You see speaking to another human, a male human, this much younger, kind of like light skin, kind of like Waterdavian from the coast, a bit southern from Waterdeep, you will imagine. And you see they are kind of like going through some papers, and there is some kind of nest with some flying snakes kind of like perched. It is some kind of place with a small window, and one of them is kind of like tying a message onto the flying snake, and the images kind of like come and go. They say some words. It's an image of what
Is there any way to get a sense of direction or?
It's somewhere in the trades ward. Hard to tell exactly where it might be.
The shape of the window or the floor it's on? Like, is it high? What's out the window? That kind
It
of
is.
stuff?
It is. 1 second. It is. Yes, I'm gonna tell you something more specific about it. Just give me a sec.
Is there a letter nearby with the address?
Now the address. You won't know the address, but you see. Sorry.
Rolskull Alley.
That's me.
Get them Dragonborn.
You see an alley with several shorter buildings common in the trades ward, and it is just one story. Appears to be windowless, and it is all made of stone, and it has a single slate roof, and that's
outside.
that's
window.
the. Huh?
And this is outside the window that they're by.
Yes, so it's a series of images. First you see like the alley, then the stone house, the windows, the single slate roof that you can imagine might be a good thing to identify, and then zoom, 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 kind of like a series of images until you get to inside where these two people are talking with the flying snakes, and that's it.
So there's no window in this flying snake.
Sorry, no, not on the entrance. On the back side, you imagine there might be
Right.
on the top of the attic, because it's a single slate roof. So on the opposite side, here on the attic, you may imagine is where you saw that
Okay.
window. Whereas the entrance is windowless.
Well, I'm just gonna look at him and just kind of single slate roof trades wall.
You bastard! Just let me go!
I guess I got something.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have told him because he might make his way back there before we can find it and warn them. So we're gonna have to make sure that he doesn't find his way back there and warn them.
Right, we can just follow him there, right? We still got him.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. I go to Daggerford. I have family there. Just let me go.
Any idea of any affiliation?
I mean,
Anything like that?
the flying snakes. That's them people.
Hey, come on, flying snakes. Everyone has flying snakes.
I know where we can take you then. Someone that will keep you well hidden from the rest of it. We'll take him to.
His name escapes me. Not Durnan. The other guy. The guy in the yawning pool. Dagnar.
Well, Davil.
Davil.
We'll take you to Davil.
But we're going to take him all the way across town.
It's not all the way across town.
And it's pretty far.
What else are we gonna do?
It's going to stand out a bit. Any bags or anything like sacks or anything lying around?
Sacks.
Yeah, like big.
Say this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say This is the southern one. Yeah, probably some. I mean, not big enough to carry a person. If that's what you want to
One
do.
piece.
It's more for like smaller things.
We'll
What
wait,
if he was cut?
wait for Nawithan to arrive.
I
He looks official enough that we all get questions.
Do you know where we are?
yeah, we didn't know where we are.
Well, they were.
And on that note, let's jump back because this took some time. So meanwhile, the guy surrendered to you guys. Went down on his knees as you and I'll catch up to him.
By the storms was that necessary?
He's bleeding on the cobblestones.
We just wanted to ask you 2, maybe 3 questions. Now I'm going to ask you a lot more.
Let's take him
A lot more.
to an alley. And I just pull him up and just like
Okay.
you know try to move away
Possibly
from
the shadiest person I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
I am grappling him.
Yeah, no, you are grappling him.
I know
I'm
my
just
own
thinking about something else. Right. You pull him.
Yeah, so we're not. I don't
Yeah.
know. We're running, but like,
Yeah, you pull him like on a smaller alley.
brother, do you want to do the honors?
Why run? Why run?
Well, because you were chasing me. You might be criminals. I mean, who are you? I don't even know who you are.
You turned around before you even knew who we were.
Well, of course, this is a dangerous city, and
Who was
look
it?
at what happened to me. I was right.
Who
You
was
cut me
it
up.
that made you run? What was the last thing you seen before you turned around?
I saw you on a horse. And
Before
you're
that.
like,
That was after you turned around.
no, that was when you, I heard like a voice in my head. I thought
Before that.
a watchful older mage was ordering me to stop, so I stopped. Yes, of
The
course.
three of you walked around that corner. You see me look at you.
What? No, I.
We made
know
eye
what you're
contact.
talking about. No,
When you
I
turned
don't know what
around,
you're talking about.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you dressed all the same, the three of you?
What?
Empty your pockets.
What?
Empty your pockets.
Oh, you are common criminals.
No, we're the... Empty your pockets.
He starts throwing coins on the ground.
What else is throwing?
He has 1 shard and 10
No, I'm not gonna pick it up. I
nips.
just want to
Okay.
see what it throws.
Throws everything. Just throw the money.
What are these robes? I never seen these.
What the? Look, I mean, we are part of a traveling troupe of entertainers.
Take your robes off.
What? No, it's cold.
Take your robes off.
Make intimidation check.
I'm not sure I want to see that.
13.
13. Okay. He's like, when the city watch learns about this, you cannot do this to any random person. I'm gonna start screaming.
Well, do scream. I'll tell him exactly what happened.
Start taking this robot. Oh wow. So, as he's trying to, he rolled a 1. As he's trying he's taking his robe off and he's trying at the same time to take something out of the robe and hide it like in his inner like
But
clothes. And he did so bad that he essentially drops it to the ground.
Whoopsies. I wonder what that is. And I pick it up.
Okay. It's a silver disc with the letters DK written on them.
who is DK?
Don Carlton.
Brother, I think this idiot is taking us for fools.
Well, he looks the fool right now. Yes.
Dan Carlin.
Well, you've escalated this matter straight to the Greyhounds.
I guess we're gonna have to take him all the way
Yes.
back.
I thought it would be the City Watch at first, but oh no, this is different.
Look, what do you want? I can get you stuff.
Well, you're gonna tell me the name first. DK.
I don't know. I
One more
wasn't
try.
Even this.
One more time.
see, now that he's naked, has he got any markings on his body?
I mean, he's not naked. He has his inner
Okay.
layers of clothes, like his underrobes.
Okay. That's fine.
It's winter. He's not wearing a silk gown. Naked.
Oh, Within would be.
Or is.
TK.
One more try. I have the patience. One more try.
Look, what do you want from me?
DK.
I'm not telling you anything. Just let me go.
Right, well, I'm gonna have to take you in then.
What?
I'm gonna have to take you in then.
Take me in where?
Yes, you're not the only one with a shiny badge.
We found the letter.
You show him
Yes.
the badge.
No, that's the two.
Yeah.
So you're involved now.
I'm involved with you. For looking at me and running away, I was awfully offended.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Look, I don't know anything. I do what I'm told, man. I'm sorry.
And who tells you to do stuff?
People, there are layers.
The people that are layers. The layer people.
Yes, they're layered people.
Right, and what stuff do they tell you to do?
Look, I go some. go places and do some stuff and
What was the last thing you did? What was the last thing they told you to do?
I just make an intimidation check with advantage.
Plus 0, isn't it? Minus 1, I think. Minus. No, it's just 6.
Look, you don't know what you're dealing with here. It's gonna fuck you up.
Who's
It's gonna
he?
fuck you all up.
Who's he?
I'm not saying I'd rather die.
You'd rather,
It's better this way.
you'd rather die than tell us a name?
Yes,
You're more of an idiot than I thought.
he will know.
Oh, not if you were kept safe.
No, you cannot keep me safe. He's gonna own this fucking city when he's done with it.
Mr. DK.
And you're gonna be history, my friend. Your order will be nothing.
How so? How does he plan to own the city? Lots of money?
You.
Is he trying to find something?
I'm not saying anything else.
Well,
Sorry, go
there
ahead.
was 2 more of them. Just nothing.
What are you looking for us? Why did you run away when you saw us?
You're on a list. You're part of it now. I don't know who you are or how you fit in, but people know about you now.
But why run away? We found us.
'Cause you're fucking loitering.
Oh, well, loitering. Well, around our tower, you mean? So, how do you get into the tower then?
You're down, it's abandoned tower.
Yes, I check.
Yeah.
9.
I mean, he's still lying. You can definitely tell.
The others have probably caught up with your 2 friends by now, and one of you will talk. And they're the smart ones.
Look, if you let me go, I'll tell you everything I know.
Yes, you tell us, and then we let you go. That's how it works.
Well, no,
We want
you
the
have
same
to
thing.
promise to let me go.
Sure. Yes, I will take you in. If you tell us
Where? Take me in where?
truthfully
No, take me in where?
to the Grey Hats,
No.
where they will force you to answer questions.
No, you have.
No, I mean I won't
If you
take
promise to let me go,
Yes.
I will tell you everything I know.
you in. Only if you answer truthfully. And I will know.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start by giving you a roll
Make
back.
are you deceiving him?
I can't possibly know.
Okay, make a deception check.
I'm giving him his robes back, by the way.
Oh no! I got like a stupid twitch on my head and say,
Yeah.
I don't know!
What did you roll?
A 1.
He rolled a 20.
Alright, well.
Looks at you. You fucking greyhounds cannot be trusted. I'm not telling you anything. Take me in.
Okay, they will literally force you to answer questions.
I'll die first.
But no, they'll make sure that won't happen.
Here, put the robe on. You're gonna die of hypothermia.
Oh, this is awfully bad. See what they did to the last guy. Okay.
Alright, brother, let's take him in. Let's go find the others.
Right. If the others talk, then we won't need him anymore.
He shocking grasps you. He has advantage because you have metal armor. So that's 18 to hit.
Can he just do that
Yep.
without me being able to do anything?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can do now 4 points of lightning damage. And go. You're suddenly electrified. What do you
Does
do?
that secretly give me health? Because I'm
No.
already massive.
What do? You cannot take
4.
reactions, but I'm gonna say that you, Keth, you're holding him. So what are you doing?
He's forcing us, forcing a hand. I'm gonna put a knife to his neck and tell him, don't move.
Okay. You have an action. What are you doing, Niall?
I'm holding my action.
Yeah. You're holding your
Why
action.
does all my lightning spells hurt more than one person?
It's just
I have to control myself right now. So bad.
I mean, do it. It'll be fun.
It won't. Not for you.
It'll be fun.
It
Doesn't
won't.
matter. Do it.
You're like 20 HP, it's fine.
Also, I noticed you changed your cantrips with subterfuge. You used to have Sacred Flame,
Huh?
and you changed it for Toll the Dead. On D&D Beyond, at least. I remember
I
you
thought
using
Toll the
Sacred
Dead.
Flames a couple of times. No?
Did
Anyway,
you change them after session 0? You said you could.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
I
Sorry,
think
sorry.
you uses guiding bolt.
Yeah,
pretty
no,
much
that's-
every time.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
remember.
Anyway, yeah,
I
sorry.
won't. I won't. Okay. If you don't want to kill him, use guiding bolt again.
Right.
How are you doing,
Spell
Niall?
slot.
One more time. Grovel.
Grovel. Okay. 16!
Okay, now.
You're pushing me!
But so you do that.
Do
you,
something
you
quick.
have all your action. As you grab that, he goes to grab your hand and says a word. He's gonna cast a spell. You have your ready action. What do you do?
Can't-
Go for it.
That's 19
That
plus
hits.
that's 6 points of damage. Can that, I mean, if that's a ready action, can that be a Booming Blade action?
No, it's a
or
spell.
Yeah,
Only-
that's a cantrip action. You cannot. Yeah. So you go as he tries to grab you. You go. You cut him across the jaw, and he still manages to grab your wrist and.
Well, you could actually, no, you could, because if you prepared it as a spell, but you would have to have rolled a spell.
Yeah, you'd
16
have
to hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
spell.
You take 4 points of lightning damage. He's like. It's your action now.
God, this motherfucker. Can I do non-lethal damage?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Half damage.
Oop, no, that's the wrong die.
Sorry, hit him with the butt of
18.
your
18 hits.
Massive axe.
So half damage.
half damage.
That's 3.
3. This is exactly what he had left. And you go punk, hit him across the temple, and he goes. Tries to say one last word and electrocute you, and then just goes down.
You only had 3, I was lucky I didn't do anything.
He goes down on the ground, unconscious.
Okay. I'm gonna.
We're gonna
Alright.
go back to the other guys. So you have him tied up. What was the last thing you said?
I suggested taking him to Devil.
Oh, to Davil.
I was looking for a sack that would hold him.
Oh, you were looking for Sack. Okay, make a survival check to see if you can find signs of a track of a sack.
7.
7. No sacks around.
This is my detect thoughts as done now? Or?
Yeah, it's done now.
I'm
You
gonna-
probed into this house.
I'm just gonna, whilst all this has been going on, I'm just gonna examine his robes and just sort of look for any markings on them.
Make an investigation check.
16 plus, what's that, 2 intelligence? It's 18.
Okay, you start examining. You see inside the kind of like the front of the robe here. It is sewn into the inside pocket where we found the desk. A symbol, the symbol that you now recognize with the flying snake, like round symbol.
What do you think this this disc is? He's probably not going to tell us.
DK. Have a think about everything I know about the Zentarim, whether those initials would make any.
Make a history check with intelligence.
Oh, that bounced horribly. 3 plus. I got proficiency, so. 7. History text with intelligence anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, well, but I clarify it because sometimes you
Oh,
get
okay.
like, nothing that it's You go Daggled? No, it's never Ember, and yeah, nothing.
The only thing I think again is if we're agreeing to Devil, he's the official face of the Zentarim
Well,
non-splinter group.
I'm
He
pretty
might be able to-
sure if you're part of a secret society that give you these medallions with initials on and you lose one, then it wouldn't go down very well with the people you work for.
Why would they make them? Like, if you're trying to keep something secret, why would you give them that little badge to say, "Hey, I'm a secret person too"?
Well,
Yeah, because it's not a big deal. It's like, you know, it's like the guilds. You know,
So
they just give you we're
what's your
like a
guild then?
guild. We're like
What's
a
your
guild.
guild? What's your guild?
The guild.
Of DK?
Yeah.
If you tell me, I'll let you have it back.
Yeah, okay. We're the guild of the Dandelion Knights. It's bullshit.
Yeah, no, can you pick him up? Just put him across your shoulder.
Just pick him up. What? Oh,
Just
across my
lay him
shoulder.
across your shoulder.
I can just hold him up here if you want.
That might draw a bit more attention than one
Oh,
thing.
okay. You're going to behave yourself.
You put him across your shoulder. Right.
He's not got any of his components or anything anymore as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can have everything he had.
Well, it's on the floor. I don't really want it. But
Let's head out to the main street and look for the other two. Take him back.
Okay.
The only person I can think to bring him to is Devil, who might have any more information about this. And he'll know what to do with him.
Right, yeah, because if we let him go, he's going to tell someone. Then what about the other one? There was 3, right? And he's gotten away?
Well, he doesn't know that we know where they're going.
yeah, the third one, we tricked him into thinking he was making furniture, so.
Not as brushed up as I thought I was.
Okay. Right, yeah, let's go there. Let's try and find the others, because I've got no idea.
Which way? Oh, sweet.
Well, at that point, you hear a whistle. And a small patrol of only 3 city watch kind of like come around the corner and looks at you all 3 with the body over your shoulder. Stand there, citizen! We heard commotion. People, we were called here. What's going on there?
Yeah.
Why do you have a person slinging across the shoulder?
So the Enclave, this man attacked me. We had to defend ourselves, and now we've apprehended him, and we were bringing him to take to the City Watch to report this crime.
Well, the city watch is here. If you want to testify before one of the sergeants, then we'll take care of it.
He's it's an internal dispute and we're taking him back to the head of his organisation and we're not going to press any charges against him.
You hear the guys that slinging across the shoulder. It's all bullshit. Constable, they attacked me.
We
They
found
attacked
him
me.
with snake tongues in his pocket. He was using charm magic unlawfully.
Charm magic. We need to call the watchful order now. Right, this is important.
I can do that. I'm watchful order.
Yeah, we've
So-
already.
Oh, you're the watchful order.
Yeah, we've already got a watchful order member covering this case. for
Can you
us.
identify yourself? You
Well, I
pull
think-
the badge up. Oh. Okay, sir, can you confirm?
Oh yeah, they were using magic and stuff, and he was like teleporting all over the place, and we had to stop him. And then he was, I don't really know where he's from, but we were taking him somewhere else to find out.
Okay, well, if you are taking over, then our job here is done. It's all good.
We appreciate your
Good work, guys. Yep.
diligent.
Shake everyone's
Patrol.
hand. Here's
Sure.
here's
Just-
a donation to the fund for the.
What? What? No, we cannot. What?
Oh, well, we don't really. I just found it on the floor, but okay. But if you don't want it,
Where did you get that coin? You said
off the floor.
off the floor.
Yeah.
We may requisition some of that then.
Okay. have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, requisition. We'll write it down later. Yeah. And then they leave.
That was good. Good thinking.
Right now we've got to carry him all the way. We're gonna run into so many of those on the way there.
That should be alright.
I've still got this much coin left. There you go. You don't mind, do you? Give him a tap.
Well, that's why we need to find Niall, because at least then he looks the part, doesn't he?
Okay.
When they see me and you carrying around, I think the circus is abducting people for Lord knows what.
What's a circus?
It's where they get all the animals and they put them in cages. Make them do little tricks and stuff.
That sounds horrible. We should. Where is this circus?
The people probably have one on those boats.
Well, is that what that was about? Right. Well, that's don't worry, on my list of things to sort out.
Having a look around to see if I can see up the alleyway, not up the street where we came, see if I can see any kind of area where people have cleared it, as if it looks like people have left.
Yeah, you can imagine that as spells start flying around and people like screaming and whatnot, that's where the city walls were cold. And now everything is coming down and people are starting to move again. There are some stragglers that are kind of like, checking, curious, but everything starts to be as normal again.
But based on how people are kind of leaning out and looking, you can kind of tell there was something going on.
Yeah.
Looks like there must have been something going on up here. The people seem a little bit skittish. So. Should we
Yeah,
walk
if you want to trace back, and also you'll see blood, and you make your way there as you guys knock him unconscious.
I want to. I mean, we surely have a bit more time. I want to search
Yeah.
him before.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So you find, as I said, 7 shards. No, yeah, 6 shards and 1 nib.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll grab
and yeah, and the amulet, the disc, and the component pouch.
Okay, he's got nothing else.
Nothing else.
What are you gonna do with him, brother?
Let's find the others, see if I've caught anyone else. I imagine they have. Again, one was a horse.
Okay. Well, let's go find the others. But who the fuck are these DK?
Slippery bastards. What a
I mean, he did say he's gonna take over the city, and I was thinking of Daggle, Neverember. Maybe he goes by another name as well. But Daggle the Cruel.
Well, we have him now. There's plenty of time to find
Okay.
out.
Interesting. They know how to get into that tower. He was bullshitting.
Yes.
I need to find a way to get in. Maybe when he wakes up. Okay, but you're gonna have to do the talking. I'm gonna be carrying this guy all around town. We're gonna. Questions will be asked.
I guess I'll just, chest out, a confident walk.
Alright, that's a good man. Let's go.
Okay, as you come out of the alley, you see a city watch patrol coming over to you. Stop there! Stop there! A woman kind of approaches with her hand on the hilt of the sword. Where are you taking this man? We got reports from a commotion here. There's blood on the ground. What happened here?
I'm sorry, dear, this is above your pay grade.
What? No.
Yes, I'm
Who are you?
going to just keep confidently walking.
She's her sword. Stop where you are, sir. Who are you and why did you kill this man?
It's his brother. Show her your badge. We got more important things to do.
Look, this is great business. Please step aside. This is urgent.
She kind of like takes one step backwards. Identify yourself then. Oh dear.
Remember the face next time.
Sure, sir. Sure. They kind of like elbow each other with the two at the front, and they start going back. And one of them looks at you, and then leaves.
What? That was weird.
I wish I had one of those badges. Now I know why you like it so much.
Yes, well, you'll never have one.
At that point,
But I'll have you.
you notice the other three with another body over the shoulder come in, and you meet pretty much where the pool of blood, where the split happened.
Again, we're gonna have to change your flashing outfits.
Me and Gunnar.
You're both carrying your body.
So I count 2.
Yeah. Oh, you killed your one, did you? Oh well.
No, he's not.
Give me,
He's
give me
not.
a week before you.
Did you kill your one? No, he's still alive.
He's alive, but you
No,
killed-
I'm alive! And looks. Oh my god, you killed the other.
You wanna
He,
get-
he reaches across the shoulder to grab onto the other one. You kill him?
Oh yes, he had a horrible time. He didn't answer any questions.
Can you gag this guy?
Fucking murderers!
No, I'm gonna. Can
Do you
anyone
find-
gag him?
This one had a medallion that says DK in it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we got the same.
Oh, maybe I can collect. Maybe it's a sack.
I told you, it's the Dandelion Knights.
Yeah. Okay. Sure it is, buddy.
This one said it wasn't the Dandelion Knights.
What do you mean? Of course he will say that, because he was trying to conceal the truth.
What do you know about the towers? Why were you coming towards the towers when we were there?
What towers? The spires of the morning?
The Collet Tower is.
I don't want
Let's
to.
go somewhere,
Yes,
please.
we got 2 bodies. We probably shouldn't be
You
shouting.
don't have 2 bodies, you have 2 people.
Do you wanna gag this guy for a minute, please?
Yes, I was thinking we take him back to Davil. They're part of the centre.
What if we just take him
why don't we
to
just
the-
go to the sewers for a
Take him to
second?
the Union Portal. We can just chuck him down there.
Well,
See
there's
if
that
What?
as well, but Davil will be at the
the
Ornament.
trolls might enjoy a bit of fun.
I was just thinking, let's just go to the sewers, to any entrance, so we can have
Let
a
the
private
rats, let
conversation.
the rats have him. Yeah.
Oh,
those
they're part of
worms.
the centre. It's
Oh.
Splinter Group. So I figured we bring him to Davil. He might know. Have you got the medallion?
Yeah, he's got 2 now.
Wait, you don't know about the second one?
No, you just told me.
Oh, you know? Did you?
Yeah, no,
Oh, okay.
Niall showed me.
The third one is. I assume you killed him.
Third one go away. That was my fault.
You let him get away.
He
You losing your touch, old man?
used charm magic on me. Well,
Should have been an elf, really.
I wasn't born an elf. But I figured he might know who DK is. At least if.
They all know who DK is, but they don't want to tell us.
No, Davil might know who DK
Is there like a record of everyone that lives in Waterdeep?
Yes, is there a record of names?
Yeah.
We're gonna search for every name.
Well, we'll just be alphabetical, won't it? So you just go through to the point where.
Millie, is there anything else that you found out that might be?
You really like reading now, huh?
Well,
useful.
this is pretty useful.
I'll be on the way to the Winter Port at this point.
Yeah, I guess we're walking down.
I'm trying to remember something from a past session. I think I told you some lore.
Some DK lore.
You know what? Make a history check, Millie.
Donkey.
It's 12.
So I think I mentioned some lore about the Collar Towers.
Sure.
About the brothers. Did I mention something?
That rings a bell. That
Yeah.
2 brothers that lived there and they were powerful musicians.
Musicians, yeah. They use music to build towers.
Yeah.
They built 1 tower each.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say that as you start exchanging notice, whatever I told you last time, you remember that the brothers are called the Colat brothers, and their name were Alcidor Colat and Dalark.
I was
Call
assuming
it.
that started with a C.
I thought it started with a C
Yeah,
as
me
well.
too.
Is that a
What do
K?
you mean?
We all thought it
Collet.
started with a C, call it.
And then I
No,
realised
Colat is with
that's what
K.
this line is. This is a C.
Colet's always start with a K, guys!
Oh, that would have definitely have.
It's a J.
Yeah, I was thinking, why are they not connecting the dots?
Yeah.
Well, obviously then, if what you're saying is Colet is not with a K.
Dallard Kodak.
Okay, well.
Dalark, written
Dallark.
D-U-H Lark. Like lark, you know, the
And how is Colet spelled? Let me get this right.
With a K.
K-O-L-A-T. Colat.
I'm spelling it C-O-L-L-E-T.
How
Yeah.
do you pronounce it so you know it's a K? How will you pronounce it so you know?
Colat.
Colat.
Colat. Yeah, Colat. No, even then. Cause...
I don't think you can pronounce it differently.
K. Colat with a K.
It wouldn't pronounce it.
So, you're saying that this Collet guy is the guy at the tower that we're trying to get into?
That's
So,
DK.
well, let's just go to the towers with these discs then. Surely they,
There's no door.
There's no door,
We
so
still
we
got
have
these
2
bodies.
bodies.
well,
If we take
well,
them in
they're
there,
not-
then
they're
they've
not
got like
dead yet.
we just brought them reinforcements, and then they're trying.
well, yeah, this one's pretty tapped out, I
We
think.
brought them one.
I'm tied
Also,
up.
I'm sure that didn't recognise faces.
It's true,
People.
but we have 2 outfits now that can help us get in.
Yeah. 3, 4.
Like 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What are we doing?
We're winking in the street.
Been counting.
Well, let's just take these medallion things and see if something happens if we take them close.
Well, hang on a minute. If this is the hideout of these people, we cannot just like rock up like this.
You still have you're speaking in front of the guy, right?
Yeah. Well, I would gag him though.
Yeah.
You get him.
Gag
Gag
him.
him.
Okay.
Okay.
Now look at his face though. Like when we're saying this, is he reacting at all?
No, I mean just saying. He's just listening to everything you say.
But does he like react when like we talk about getting to the tower with the medallions? Does his face go like,
No.
you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Can I make his face react?
What are we gonna do with these guys?
Yeah, we just need to get rid of him first, and then we can decide what we're going to do afterwards. Like,
Oh, we
just
should just
take
give
down
him to
sewage
the
and
city
leave him there.
watch.
Is
Yeah.
it- or the city watch, or unless we want to still see your friend now.
no, I mean, if it didn't occur to me that the Kolat Towers began with a K, so now that we've solved that mystery, that gives us something a bit more to go on. So I think we can probably give Davil a miss and take a trip down to the Rockworms, was it? That were down
Yeah,
in the
in the
sewers?
sewers, yeah, sounds good.
Look at the guy's face now. Just they're not nice.
Well, it'll be a painful death for him, but I guess that's what he deserves. He's not going to tell the truth and. Oh
Pull the
well.
gag off his mouth.
What? No!
This
You're
one,
gonna torture me?
No.
What kind of watchful older mage are you? What
We're
kind of greyhound are you?
this one said he preferred to die in, well... He was also screaming.
No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Tell us then, how does the disc get us into the tower?
Look. If you go into the tower, you're gonna die.
Why?
You understand what you don't understand what you're playing with. They're gonna kill you.
Who?
Why would you care?
Well, because I just want to. I don't want to be involved in this. I don't want to be the one that is. You go there because of me, and just don't go there.
Do you know who we are?
No.
Just out of question, are we someone that you've been informed about? Or was it just by chance that you saw us? And I would pick your words very carefully with those rockworms in mind.
Sorry.
I thought they eat your heart, not your flesh.
Well, I'm sure we can make enough holes that they can eat as much of them as they want.
I know who you are. We've had reports handed to us about how you rescued Lauren Air and that other idiot. Look, I can tell you. If you promise you let me go, I'll tell you everything I know.
Alright.
I just don't want to. I'm gonna die, okay? If he learns about what happened, I'm gonna die. If you go to the towers with me, I'm gonna die alongside you.
The other one said that. The other one said. if you
So
promise-
don't go there. Or if you can go there and get killed, I don't care. But don't bring me. Let me go first.
Where will you go?
I don't know. I'll disappear.
You go to Asmondale.
Yeah, that sounds.
It's remote.
It's remote.
Probably prefer to die.
Yeah, it's cold, but yeah, whatever.
Alright, tell us what you know.
Okay. You can enter the tower with the medallions. The medallions allow you to go past the force field.
Do you need one each?
Yeah, we have one each.
So only 2 of us will be able to go in.
Only 2 of you can go in.
Are there more medallions inside, or is there like a bowl where you put them? Like you put your keys sometimes when you get in?
No, we all get like assigned one. We work for Manchun. Niall and Millicent and Silas make a history check.
Can I get the spelling of that? Manchun.
One.
O-O-N.
O-O-N.
Manchun.
Is
It's
it
like monsoon, but Manchun.
Is it not from Asheville?
Is that 8?
8.
It's even worse.
Doesn't ring a bell.
11.
11. Doesn't ring a bell. Maybe it's not the type of history you learned.
But from the name, could I guess like the etymology of the name? Type,
You
like
know,
race or
okay.
something?
The only thing that you imagine that was something called the Manchun Wars a long time ago.
One.
Yeah, you're like, nope.
Big fat.
Manchun took over the towers. Like, they were abandoned for a long time. He found these amulets that belonged to the brothers, and he just made many of them. That's how we go in and out. And but inside the towers, he lives in an extra-dimensional sanctum that's connected somehow to the tower. We don't know. We don't go there. Only that's higher level. He protects everything in this like extra-dimensional place. Look, I know that he's. You know what's going on with, the stone and the gold and everything. Manchun lost an eye to the Xanatar, but he has another one.
I assume we're talking about the gems, not one of his actual eyes.
No, the eyes. They call them the eyes of the stone.
No, I know.
That's all I know. We are all working to get these eyes. Manchun wants them. We work for Manchun. We go after the eyes. That's all I know.
So who's got the third then? Third
Uh,
eye? If Manchun has one and the Senator has
some-
the other.
Some noble family. I don't know. That's all I know.
Okay.
So, Manchun's part of this Zentarim splinter group. Is he the head of it?
Yeah, of course. Manchun is the original founder of the Century. Like hundreds of years ago.
How old is Manchun?
It's, I don't know, 1,000? Maybe? I don't know.
What is Manchun?
Manchun is one of the most powerful wizards that ever existed.
It can't be right.
He's not famous in Icewind Dale, I'll tell you that. Never heard of him.
Well, he's back and he wants his old Zens back, and he wants the city, and he's gonna get it. Nothing can stop Manchun. He's like super powerful.
Super.
You said very powerful before. Which one is it?
Super.
Super. Wow.
So I'm telling you, if you go to the tower, you're getting killed.
Mentioned a noble family. Do you know anything about these big constructs that they've been selling down by the docks?
Yeah, we've been tracking them. We think something is afoot with them. That there's something more to them. That we are tracking many things, including you. That Captain Zord, he's not odd. There's something weird about him. But look, they're all small players. It is us versus the Xanatar. One of us will control the city. Well, not me anymore, but either Manchun or the Xanatar. The rest, including your order, everything is going down in flames. Trust me on this. You cannot stop his power.
I don't trust you.
Well, don't trust me then, but you promised to let me go, and your word is binding. I know that stuff.
What skill?
I didn't.
Yeah, you said you let me go.
No,
You said you let me go.
I didn't.
I said let him go.
Yeah. Yeah, you said you were an enclave before. You are supposed to be fucking honorable horses.
He doesn't know what half the words he says mean.
Right.
What skills do you have?
Look, I'm just a low level informant spy. I'm an apprentice on apprentice. I haven't even fucking met Manchun on my personally. He's like super powerful. Look, I need to go, man.
Get yourself to Version Square. Get yourself a job outside this city.
I'm gonna leave this place. Yeah, this is not safe for me anymore. He's gonna know.
Yeah, take what's left of your money back. You're probably going to need it.
Thank you.
Take this one with you as well. Explain the same situation to him.
Oh,
That
I'm leaving. I'm going to Daggerford.
Do you know anything about the elves that have been getting murdered in the Dogsword?
We were looking into it. There's some drow involved in that. I don't know. We didn't care. The person that they were killing were random. There was nothing to do with what we were after. Look, mate, I told you everything I know.
I say we let him go.
started tying him.
I say that's pretty ridiculous.
No.
All the trouble we went through, we're still trying.
I know better than anyone what it's like when you mess up a job. No one's gonna have him back. He is dead, and he knows it.
Yeah, I'm leaving the city.
We don't know if that's found. He could still be
So
useful.
if you're going to the towers, look, just be careful. Be careful with the terror. And
Did you say the terror?
yeah, the terror. We call him the terror. Jorn, half orc.
Oh, I think I've seen that one.
Yeah,
He didn't seem very nice. I thought he was a bit scary to deal with.
So what's so terrifying about him?
He's kind of like the enforcer. He's not a mage. He's not a wizard. Like Manchun likes wizards around him, but I guess he needs to muscle these guys. He's not nice. And yeah, just. But look, if you're gonna go up against him, be my guest. But you're gonna die same as anyone else.
The one that got away, where will he be going right now?
Probably back to the towers if you manage to avoid you. To warn them.
To warn them of what that we have.
Well, to warn them that you were fucking loitering around there, we saw you, and then we got chased by you, and now everything's gone tit-ups.
And what will they do with that information?
They're gonna come and kill you. Probably, I don't know. I only follow orders, man. I don't make the calls.
So where is this place in the trade?
What place?
The place with the flying snakes and the place you were thinking about before.
Sounds like a messenger coup.
That's
Seems like an interesting place.
Wait, one second. He's gonna tell you, but I need to find it.
Like
That's that's an interrogation house and a safe house we use to like funnel messages around relay with the flying snakes. It is run by Avarine.
where? How can I find it?
It's in Brindle Alley. Brindle is Brindul.
What's that person's name?
Aberreen.
Averine.
Oh, Aberreen.
Like Aberdeen.
Would it be?
Right.
Without the D.
Aberdeen.
Yeah, it's similar to Aberdeen, but Averine. It's in Blinder Alley, which is, if you look at the S of Trades Ward, to the right and south. Like there's River Street, which is really big.
Oh yeah.
There's an alley just north of River Street called Brindle Alley.
Oh yeah.
You always say a different name
Brindle.
every time. First you said Blinder.
No, Blinder. Blinder. Brindle. Oh, Brindle.
He's messing with us, kill him!
You spelt it out.
Brindul. Brindle.
Well,
If you want to know, I suggest not, but
Yeah, I'm going to
As-
die
as-
for fuck this shit.
as with all things, this is a group decision.
We've been slowly ambling north, right? I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean wherever you want to go.
It might be a good idea to.
Say we take him to Blackstad. Hey, that's just me.
Well, I've said we'll let him go, so that was the deal. He followed through on his part. He's given us all the information.
He's a nobody.
It was after we caught him and after you ran away and used spells on you.
On your way, but if we see you again,
Oh, you're not going to see me again. Well, if I see you again, it's because we're all dead.
One more thing. Give us your robe before you go.
Take size row.
Thank you. I'm sorry, but
It's alright. I don't need it anymore, really.
alright, you might want to take your friend as well with you. Attracting conscious kinds of him. Take the robe as well. Oh.
Well, no, this guy is a fanatic. The moment he wakes up and he's gonna kill me and drops him to the ground.
Oh.
this one you can take to the tower. Then.
seems like a good deal.
So,
One good turn.
Two is better than one.
No, right.
Alright. Well, yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Can we break here?
Yeah, let's take a break. It is like 6:30. I was just waiting for some kind of good breaking point.
Okay. Give me one
Let's
of
get
them
some air.
twisties.
We'll be back in a bit as the party learned about a guy called Manchurian and failed their history checks, unfortunately.
I feel like that was a big point. That he was like the guy that set up the Zentrum. I feel like that would have been one that everyone would be like, oh yeah.
Well, but we're talking about
Oh yeah, 200 years ago.
well, ancient history. So
Yeah, the guy's 1,000 years old.
If we were aboleths, we know.
okay,
Yeah.
see you in a bit. And we are back
What's that,
with some cake because of Tom's birthday. We have your fans, Joel, that are in chat. And say, where are the cleric's glasses? Someone said, I want a horse. Pulling the horse's hair back. Yeah, that's classic George.
I played blind today, guys. Can't see. It's better this way.
Okay, so guys, as you finish interrogating and let this guy go with some of his cash, no robes, and you're left with one unconscious and kind of like bleeding on the leg back, with the other set of robes. What are you doing?
If we're gonna go to this tower,
which we're not. Not
Well,
today.
well, yeah, I was gonna say we should probably have a rest first before we like maybe make a plan for tomorrow or something.
I don't know if even tomorrow's enough. It will be good. I mean, these little coins have some kind of magic about them. Maybe people in your order might be able to replicate the magic so we have enough to go around.
Why don't they just take them away though? And they'd be like, what do you want this for? And then,
Well, you're part of it. You can say you're doing some kind of work for them and you need these resources.
I mean, we can try. I think it takes a while though.
Well,
Well, better be prepared than to go in as two of us.
I mean, not like one of us goes in and just throw the coin back through.
I have no idea.
If we need to run away, it's going to be a problem.
Make a Arcana check.
It's 16.
So, what you may have read about the types of magic that this force field could be, and if there is some kind of item that you can hold to go past it, you need to hold it, kind of like activate its magic.
Right.
It's not something that
Around this.
is like you and your person as you activate your magic can go through.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. I don't think I could throw it. I think you have to, we would all need one if we're all going to go in. We could try that unless we wanted to wait outside and wait for people to come out because I didn't see a door outside. Did anyone else see a door?
No.
Coming out the window.
could be an illusion or something.
Do you think it's sensible to go in there? I mean, this is a 1,000-year-old wizard that's taking over residence there.
There's also the terror.
I don't mind the terror. I'm more worried about the wizard.
What we should be more worried about is if what he said is true, that they already know who we are. They're on some kind of watch. And if that one of them's going to report back, then we should expect more nightly visitors. Unfortunately.
I mean, if they don't even have one of these eyes, then
No, they do have one of these.
They are one of them.
oh, they have one.
Sanatros have the other, and
Okay.
and the noble house has the
Well,
third.
we need to get one of the eyes back off them.
Well,
We also need to find the gemstone that it actually gets into, and also need to find where this vault is. But we've got 10 days until we can ask Dalekar again as to where the vault is. So
yeah, that would have been a good thing to ask him. Maybe he's got it documented somewhere.
doubt it. But
He found out from something.
yeah, but he probably got told by Lord what's his face.
Oh, Dagon.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's getting pretty late. One of us should go back to the house because that guy's going around.
Well, we should all go there, shouldn't we?
But don't you want to take this other
Oh, the body.
to the tower or something and hand him in?
The Blackstuff Tower, yes. Are we going to be safe in our home tonight? He clearly said, because the other will get away, he will tell them, and then they will come out and get us.
No, he's not going to tell anyone. He's going to disappear.
No,
No,
he meant
the one that
third
was away.
Oh, the third one.
Yes.
Yeah, but they didn't really get a good look at us. I don't think because we're in a way.
They already know.
They
who
already
we
know.
are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Well.
What about this place you were talking about? The one in the Dreadsword? where
Oh.
the messengers are?
Right.
That'd be a safer place to try to infiltrate as opposed to the tower.
Right, but his problem's not what we're going to do about it tonight, because it's getting late already and I'm getting pretty tired.
Okay.
We can send dodgy messages out.
Dodgy.
Yes.
Well, we could barricade the door, and then if people try and get in, obviously we'll deal with them, I guess. But
I think we need to be. We need to exercise a little bit more subterfuge, I think, with these kind of things. I mean, we have their robes, we know roughly how they operate, we know where the building is. Well, you have an idea. Oh no, he gave us a street, didn't he? Brindle Alley. So, if we're going to go there, we go there with purpose, we go there in disguise. We find out what we can the best way without drawing attention to ourselves. We don't want to start an open war with us.
But we're not gonna go now, are
No, we're not going to go now.
right, well, I'm gonna head back to the house then.
Oh,
I'll come with you.
that's
Are you taking this other one to the?
Quarterth
Yes.
is a tower
Yeah. I'll see.
Where is it?
The room is here.
on the
Or,
south,
was it
southwest
Is it in the dockwork?
in the Dogwood.
What's black stuff
There
called?
is a
Black
black
stuff.
purse.
Yeah,
Yes.
like first alley.
Black purse.
Get with us something.
It
And the
is
Vashwa. Vashwa.
I've never met her, so I'm not going to put it down.
Take you to
more or less,
Vashwa.
no, bit west, more
It's
west.
useless.
That's east.
He is a
Yeah,
bit
kind
useless.
of. You see, again, you see the pier that is kind
Is this
of
you said about
to
a
the
dragon
west.
as
To the
well?
west of where you are,
Oh right, yeah. He wants us to deal with the dragon that's in
Yeah.
the.
around that area.
It's like
Yeah.
in the port area, like I think out in the water somewhere. Like he's trying to make a nest, and we're worried that he's gonna eat the ships or
But
something.
it's got nothing to do with the enigma. Nothing to do with these wars.
I mean, it's called the dragon, but I think it's different. But maybe the dragon knows something. I don't know. Things.
He's trying to drag him a friend.
Because we've been trying to investigate things, and I keep finding that the things we find out have nothing to do with what we were actually looking for. So maybe we go speak to this dragon, he just happens to know something.
Well, the picture's getting clearer, we can say that much.
That is true, but
At least we know what we're looking for.
I still think it's Timora guiding us. You know, we've been lucky so many times with what we found.
Yeah. You're not wrong there.
Anyone? Yeah.
So to the Duckstaff Tower, and then to the docks.
What are you saying,
To the
River?
dragon.
To the docks.
Well, if we're going to go to
Not
the
today.
yeah, I mean, I was thinking if we are going to go to the docks, let's stop by the Coffin Colloq, have a drink there, and maybe try to retrieve a certain troll skull.
Well, they're going to drop the body off, but if you want to swing by there, we could.
Well, if this guy's gonna be in the house,
Yeah, it's true.
you guys, I don't know. I'll go. And I can sort him out.
Do you know how much gold we'll need?
Figure it out.
For what?
Does anyone have any idea?
I'm sure he'll know. He'll probably.
What are you trying to purchase?
Well, we've got. Oh, what's his name?
Mert.
Mert.
Yeah.
He wants food. If you're going to go see him, he needs to have food as well.
Yeah, you're a good cook as well, aren't you?
Yeah. Make some food. What are we feeding?
Well, let's yeah.
I don't know. Do we have any? Do you have food to cook?
I can grab some bits on the way back.
Maybe let's just do that for the night, and you guys stop. Get rid of this other gentleman. And tackle anything else we have to do tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a pretty.
It's been a long day, yeah.
Right. Well.
Who's with me?
I mean, I've met her before. I'll come with you.
Great. You carry the body. I'm just kidding. I'm bigger than you.
I'm stronger than I look. I
Can
think.
you get some of that blood in your cage?
Strong as me.
Like-
He's covered.
Okay.
It's cut. His
No,
legs
wait,
are bleeding.
it's not a sack. You didn't find a sack.
No.
It's an exposed body.
Yeah.
And this is the other guy as well.
He's
This is
partly stripped.
Blood would dry that one out.
It's-
fine.
He's bleeding.
Coagulated.
But he
He's dead.
clots quite quickly.
He
I'm a cleric, I would know.
he could be a haemophiliac. You don't know.
Possible.
Could be San Nicholas.
Alright, well,
Right.
I'll see you back at the house then. I
Yes.
guess.
Me and Millie are going to Blackstaff Tower with the body.
So you two are going to Blackstaff Tower.
We're taking the robe off the body, by the way.
You took the robe, so you have 2 robes that you can put like in your backpacks or whatever you're holding.
Yeah, we'll leave them in the house
Alright.
later. But yeah.
So you 3 are going back to the manor,
Yeah.
and you 2 are going back to to Blackstaff.
Pick up some stuff to eat, like to cook on the way home.
Yeah, sure. What do you want? Something sumptuous or something simple?
Some meat, probably something to do. Something
Yeah,
meat
some meat and some bread.
Yeah. Okay. If you wanna have like a good meal for about 3 shards, you can get a lot of stuff. Meat, bread, some veggies.
What's a shard each?
That's right. This is on Monsoon.
Mansion.
Sounds like a nice guy, not even met him yet.
Bananas dinner, look at that. We'll have to-
Okay. So as you guys go to the market and get some stuff, you guys go to the Blackstaff Tower. You see there now the shiny, resplendent kind of centurion-style guards outside. The moment they see you, nod, and open the door. They don't ask you any questions whatsoever while you are holding the fucking body.
I like it.
You come in and you see now the empty room. You go upstairs, call into this single big room. After a while, another 5 minutes, you see this now very familiar room with the map and the portraits, and Vashra comes out. Yeah. She's now has her hair kind of like tied up in a bun, and she's a bit sweaty. She's appearing to have done some kind of workout, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Hello. Back so soon.
Yes,
You have more to report to me.
Yes, we have a body.
Yes, I can see. What's with the body?
He's not dead. He's just
That's good.
unconscious. Yes.
We need to keep a reputation that we haven't earned, but yes.
Yes.
Oh no, wait. We haven't got the medallion.
You
I have
got-
one.
I've got
You
one.
definitely have one. You have one. I didn't.
Does this mean anything to you?
No, have never seen them.
He was carrying it, and so were his friends. Apparently, they use it to get into the towers with the force field.
We call it towers.
Collar towers.
Yes.
Oh, I thought those were abandoned many years ago by the brothers.
No,
they
they
died.
was abandoned. Millie here seen someone in it.
Yeah, we thought that too, and then I wanted to go see it, and then we went there today, and then I looked in the window, because you can get up there, and there was a guy in there, like this half-orc guy.
Okay.
I think that's the terror I saw, and
The terror.
that's what they were calling him, because this guy is one of their people. He works for them. That's why he's got the coin that he's got, and then the other one got away, and I forgot what else.
So
They're in
he
there.
said lots of
I
good
understand, but how is this related to the investigation?
things. Well, they're all after the same thing. So DK is Delark Colat. And
Yes, one of the brothers died
Yes.
many years ago.
And this medallion gets you into the towers. But the leader of their party, you might know his name, Manchun.
You mean Manchun?
Manchun.
It's from Manchester.
Pardon my accent.
Yes, Mancunian. At this, the moment you mention the name, her expression changes a bit. You've come to know Vashra now as this person that she you know, her face kind of paints a picture. She cannot hide her emotions very well. She looks at you. Manchun, you said.
Yes, apparently he's taken over the towers.
He
Are
was-
you sure about this?
Yes, and apparently there's a different dimension in there that he lives in there.
Well, I mean, okay, let's.
Apparently he's over 1,000 years old.
Yes, I know who Manchun
He's
is.
the most powerful wizard.
Well, no, that privilege would belong to
And he had
Elminster.
he has one of the eye gems.
Okay, wait. Let's go back a bit. How do you know Manchun is there? And I mean, it's impossible. It's not there. He died many years ago.
Well,
We're talking about 500 years ago.
so we caught another one. We questioned him, and he said all of this. And he was very truthful. We had no reason to not to believe him. And this one, apparently, he's more of a fanatic. He doesn't speak as much. He just keeps trying to run away.
So what you're saying is
you can question this one.
this one can confirm your story.
Yes, if you have the powers, which I assume you do.
Yes. She takes out a medallion a bit like yours, and she touches it for a second. We'll confirm this in a moment. Now, if what you're saying is true, then I don't understand how this came under our radar. I suggest that you keep an eye and continue this line of investigation, but be very, very careful. If this is true, then we will handle it. If we can find evidence that Manchun is indeed there and trying to whatever he's trying to do,
Take over the city.
take over the city, then this will require the combined efforts of many of the great people of the city. That's not something you have to deal with. In fact, you should stay safe.
There is something we need to further our investigation though. The medallion that he showed you, we need more of those. I don't know how easy that is to make. I mean, it's not my
Gets
kind
it.
of magic.
Grabs the black staff and touches it. Ah yes, there's a pass wall spell attached to this. Leave one to me. I think I can probably replicate it.
How long do you think it'll take?
Come back to me tomorrow. Around noon should be fine. I must stress though, if what you're saying is true, then the players involved in this grand game are more dangerous than we originally anticipated. So,
We need at least like 3 more of those. That's fine. 'Cause I didn't say how many we needed. Is 3 fine? Is that too? Should we come back
so
later then?
you intend to infiltrate the tower?
I think it'd be interesting because apparently
We thought about it. We
the,
didn't really discuss it.
I mean, if you want to infiltrate the tower, then perhaps you can find evidence of Manchun being there. You see, with things like Stan now and Lady Lerel and the masks, we cannot have an entire open operation going on unless we have evidence. We need to keep our heads down and disrupt certain political events as less as possible. So
Well, that's been the plan so far, and you haven't heard of any of this information until we kind of went against the
yes,
current.
I find that I made the right decision then bringing you into this.
Sounds like
I am
time
proud
for
of you.
action.
Yes, okay. Now, if you can bring me evidence of this,
You mean
to be honest,
more
very
evidence?
outrageous claims, then
He's the evidence,
No.
surely.
this is
No.
not evidence. This is just evidence that someone
We
is
can do
able
this.
to enter there.
No, but after you question him, no,
he might be crazy.
he was definitely crazy.
Even under questioning, people can still lie, and people can still misdirect. What if there are other elements that want us
See, we
to
should-
focus on the wrong
We should
thing?
have brought the other one. See,
Right, but if we just have 3 more of those things, we can just go in there and get the evidence. It's not a problem. We got it under
yeah,
control.
but Terra lives there.
Do you?
Yeah, but we don't really know what that is. That's just some guy's name. I call myself Terror.
The guy said he would destroy us.
Do you even know who Manchun is? Have you read your history?
Sorry?
Manchun. You said it was Manchun.
No, not the funniest. Didn't ring any bells.
What is it?
Manchun died many years ago. We're talking about 1300s. So
There's a lot of people being.
but before he
Like
died,
alive in
he
the
created
histories?
clones. Those were the Manchun wars. Clones fighting each other. They all believing that they were the real one. He imbued them with that power for his own purposes. Apparently, as rumors goes, one of his clones killed him, the actual Shun, and he's rumored to keep popping out here and there from time to time. Of course, if that's the case, it would be one of his clones. Not fully powerful, as the original one was, but still very dangerous. Now, they all share his original knowledge and personality, of course. But I can't see how he would get here, considering Egeron's ward.
What's that?
It's the wall that protects Waterdeep. Amongst other things, it keeps dragons away. They cannot come in.
What about the one in the
Well, the harbour is beyond the ward.
Okay.
Well, he did say there was an extra dimension involved.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Like he's not like
interesting.
in the tower. He's inside a thing inside the tower.
He's like halfway in.
I think maybe he
halfway out.
can't get out, like, because the ward's like keeping him in there, so we can go in there and not worry about him. We only have to worry about the terror. It's just the name.
Maybe
The terror is not an auspicious name.
Does the ward does inside of the towers, inside the force field, count as part of the ward?
I
Maybe he
mean,
can't leave. the towers.
if this is one of Manchun's clones, truly, it is not impossible that he could find ways to pierce the weave and the ward and the veil that keeps this kind of magic, prevents this kind of magic working. in
Tell
Waterdeep.
me more about this weave.
The weave.
Okay.
It surrounds us, infuses us.
Ah, sound good on a poster. Or a t-shirt.
I suggest
You got to look into the camera.
I have
the
a t-shirt.
Or tattoo.
I suggest that you see if you can safely find evidence of these claims.
More evidence, right?
I cannot bring
What kind of evidence?
the full power of the city on top of the coded towers unless we have full evidence. The potential for destruction, if we mobilize, is just too great. So we can only do it if the risk merits the use of such a force.
Okay, so just 3 more of those by tomorrow afternoon. We're good.
Very well, I will do it. You're proving yourself, Niall, against.
This is just what happens when you give me a badge, you know. Now I can do the things I've always wanted to do. Get
Very
stuff
well.
done.
You've
Yes,
also
the badge is
noticed
long.
that it has your mustache as a shape here, like a little mustache. You can see it better on the back.
Now, keep your head low and keep investigating. I'll report to Ulcoria about your involvement in this, so she's aware, and you can be commended for your efforts as well.
Okay. I forgot. Probably a good idea.
Very well, thank you. for
There's
your visit.
more.
Actually, there's a lot more.
We'll be with this a lot more.
We know more people who are after the, the goods.
Who else that you know of?
The noble house.
The girl hounds?
Yes.
The Growlhounds.
Yes.
Hmm.
Apparently they.
Unlikely.
Well, they have these constructs.
These constructs. Nah. The Growlhounds are a minor noble family that had a hand in helping us deal with the little problem we had with the masked lord's assassinations a couple of years ago. The lady of the house believes she was owed a mask to be part of one of the lords. The city decided against her and in favor of other people. She's been knowing since, feeling that she was wronged, but they're not powerful or influential enough to
Well,
be
we believe they have another gem.
another gem.
They have one of the eye gems.
What eye gems?
Oh, I forgot to mention that bit. There's a stone that has missing eyes, and it's basically the key. Everyone's after it. Everyone's after the collection.
I get the feeling, Niall, that you're chasing after. Okay, you need to understand that in this age, rumors and wild stories and theories, and conspiracy theories,
No,
are plenty.
If I can interject, so this stone thing sounds to be real, and it's like based off some fish that doesn't forget things, and
3 eyes.
the Grolans, I think that's a real thing because when we were talking to, I can't remember who, but they said that they were like basically on the level of the Xanathars and the Zentarims, and then they had contract people, and then they left my new necklace behind, and I bought a new necklace. There was an explosion this morning, and then the guy, he threw this, and then like a...
Yes, the construct.
Millicent,
The construct.
can I have that?
I mean, you can look at it.
She's really
She
attached.
takes it. Oh dear. Are you sure you can be trusted with this? Shouldn't you bring this to your superiors? This is a necklace of fireballs.
I'm sure I can be trusted.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of. That was the weapon then.
Yes, there was a fireball this morning that killed
must
some
have
people,
heard
but
Yes,
that
I heard
that wasn't me.
some minor report about it.
This must have been what they used. Because they threw something and then there was a fireball.
You need to be very careful with that. It's a powerful magic item.
But
Well, I
you're
don't
missing
know how
the,
to use
missing
it,
the
so
point
it's
here. It was a
fine.
construct owned by the Grolhans.
Constructs owning like a shield garden,
Like the ones that the circus people are selling.
like
Bronze
the one.
they said.
It was bronze. It was, it
And
looked
he
like
was
a
running
statue.
super fast on the rooftops
Had
and
wings.
stuff.
Had wings.
The other guy
I
said
heard
that-
about something that matches that description. That the Sea Maiden's Fair, Captain Zord,
Captain
has been
Zord.
selling around.
Yes. Yes.
That's the ones.
See, it's all linking up.
Why don't you pay Captain Zord a visit then?
Because his boat's in the water. How
And then
did
what?
he
Ask
get
him
out?
if ask him if he sold
So it isn't the
stuff
water.
to the Grolhans. He's not going to say anything. What are we supposed to?
Well,
Sounds like
I'm
a-
curious about this Captain
It's
Zord,
in the water.
and if he's been selling these contracts around town. Look, here's the main thing. From what I gathered from the House of Inspired Hands, the Temple of Gond, they bought one of these, and Captain Zord is selling them at a shockingly low price for what they can do, apparently. So I'm starting to think that there is more to it. Why is he selling them so cheap? Is it because he wants other people to have them? Why? Why don't you pursue that line of investigation while you're at it?
We could get one. Yes.
For the house.
We have money. Yes. Sounds like a good idea. Or 2. Right. There's also.
And I know that the House of Inspired Hands has one, so you can probably talk to them if you wish. But try to find more. If this fireball was caused by one of these, are they malfunctioning, or there's something afoot, and they have their own agenda? I want to know with this Captain Zordis and why he's selling these things.
Right. But the point is, they're all after the same key. And each party has a different piece of it. We don't know who has the stone.
Right, but I think the robot has this stone. That's Grolhan. So basically, the
The
reason
Grolhans might have a stone and an eye.
I mean, we haven't said it. The fireball, the reason that happened was because we had a guy that was coming to visit us who was working for Dagol, Neverember, and then he got blown up by the fireball.
very
And then
thick.
apparently the guy that was on the roof came down to see and like take something from him. We don't know what it was. And then he ran away with it, and then we never got to see.
So, in order for us to feel safe, we need to get our hands on at least one of those pieces, and then we know that the key can't be completed without it. So we need to get the easiest target as soon as possible.
Well, I cannot approve any official operation, but you have my blessing to act within your own means, and I'll make sure that if you get in any trouble with the law whilst undertaking these investigations, we can intercede. Find out as much as you can. See what the connection to this stone is. the Gralhans, if you believe that's a thing. Captain Zord, Manshun, this is all. There's way too many things we don't know.
Can you help us get into like an introduction to the Grolhans? You said you know the lady of the house.
She doesn't like me a lot. I voted against her.
But would she decline an audience with you?
She can. Yes, the noble families don't necessarily have to pay heed to the whims of some officials in the city, particularly the ones like me. You see, our operation tends to be low-key.
Do you know anyone who's friendly with her that you trust?
Grolhans. I mean, there are many families. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I've done my research, of course, since I've been confiding with you and information. One of your associates, I read the papers, I looked up. One of your associates, I know nothing about them, they just showed up in Waterdeep out of nowhere. The Firbolg, well, we've confirmed with the Emerald Enclave that there are no ulterior strange motives there. But the other one, the Tiefling, what do you know about him?
Shit, that was interesting. Not a lot, really.
He's grumpy.
His real name is Silas Obez,
No, Silas.
of the Obez family.
Told us the last bit. Obiz.
Aubeze.
It's French.
Obez.
E-Z-E. Yeah.
And his family fell from grace. They used to have ties to the Grolhans. Why don't you poke around there?
Oh, he never mentioned that.
That's interesting. You may have a mole amidst your friends. Just be careful with who you share with this information.
That doesn't sound good, really.
Mm.
He could have had us for fools.
Everyone keeps trying to kill him. We keep saving him. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know.
It doesn't-
Also, I'm
Let's find
sure
out
you
more.
know that
We're the investigators.
Some people have.
he used to work for the Xanathars.
He has those friends. Wait, Xanathars. He's friends with the other ones.
No,
The people.
Xanatar. It's the place, the sewers.
Well, I thought the people in the only portal that you know. I thought they were central.
Oh, those are separate.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he has said some things that, you know, I started to put two and two together. He's
Just be careful. He's an
Surprise.
old hand. And
people change. People change.
I'm not saying they don't,
Yes.
but he has ties to the old families, old disgraced families because of their trade in the Northward, and criminal organizations. So
People
I
from
just
people
think
from
you
the
need to
same
know.
family are all different.
I am wary that a person that is so involved now with secret information has ties to someone with a bit of a shady past and someone we know nothing about. The other guy,
Yeah, I don't.
the mercenary.
I
So-
know where he's from.